just noticed that I did not add any music, any background music to this vibe, so I hope
I
you
literally
guys
always mute it. No offense, Tython. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
No,
same.
that's valid.
I figured that's why I didn't insist.
Yeah, okay, that's valid. See, I will then, in my case, just go ahead and put on background music for myself so that I can immerse myself.
Beautiful.
Oh, how do we add our tokens and characters? Should we do that first? Technical stuff?
Uh,
They
you
should be
guys
added.
should be added already. Are you guys
Yeah,
in the?
looks like my character seems to have all his stats stuff.
Same.
I don't see a token yet, but I'm assuming that's just because we don't have them. Oh, actually, I do see a token.
No
I lied.
tokens.
Yeah.
Never mind. I see a token.
Gee,
It was
Darshan,
hiding.
why does the DM
It
let
was
you get 2 characters?
yeah. It was hiding behind game paused. That's why I didn't see a token.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah, that game paused is aggressive.
It is.
I could be blind, but I don't.
I see tokens for your characters.
I do too.
They're right above Echoes of Skyfall. There's 5 tokens.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, it's behind the game pause. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Game pause strikes again.
Yeah, Alex, we don't know how to tell you, but we're actually not part of this campaign, so you just have to listen.
Are you gonna pull a Crino on me? Sorry, had to go there.
Oh my god. Not the trauma coming back. Let's not do that.
Fine, guys. I was over it in 48 hours. 3 years ago.
48
Was it
business
3 years
hours, of
ago?
course.
Was it 4? I don't even remember. That's how I block shit out when things bother me.
Yeah.
Good, good. As it should be. As it should be. My YouTube is being stupid. I love when that happens. Okay, anyways, I am now locked in. I have my music, I have my background, I have everything. I think I'm good. Are you guys good? Are we ready? Are we ready,
Ready.
Spready?
Ready, Eddie.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll just get started. So you guys all find yourself currently on a journey through the mountains, or you just began at least. 3 days ago, each of you received an identical letter, and the parchment was fine and nearly translucent, and it was sealed with silver wax, bearing the mark of a spiraling wind. The message was brief. Your presence is required at Skyfang Monastery. The wind carries whispers of war, and Solarian's children have need of those who would stand against the coming storm. Make haste. Time grows short. It was signed simply, Zephyra, Master of the Wind. Now, as your path winds ever upward into the Skyfang Mountains, you understand why this place earned its name. The peaks rise like fangs tearing into the belly of the sky, jagged and merciless. The air grows thin and cold, each breath a knife in your lungs. Snow clings to everything, the twisted pines, the narrow mountain path, the edges of your cloak. And below you, the world falls away into a sea of clouds. Above, the mountains climb higher still, their summits lost in mist and distance. The path ahead is treacherous, winding along cliff faces where a single misstep means a long fall into nothing. You encounter each other for the first time in these mountain passes. Why don't we go ahead and describe ourselves and what we look like and any introductions that you guys may do?
Well,
I
don't
vote
know.
Stingles go. I vote Stingles go first.
I will do what the game demands, and unless Singles volunteers to go first, I will roll our first roll of the campaign.
Wow, was that a bus that just went by?
They seem to be under it.
We're
I do
rolling.
seem to be under it.
And actually, Alex, it's you. You're first.
Of course it is. Oh, right. So first you're gonna see about a 5'9" elf, kind of longer silver hair that goes to the middle of his back, light purple skin, but I would say his most notable. Actually, what's the moon phase currently in the campaign? Gotta ask.
I'm going to
We can
say
make it
that we are approaching a full moon. We are 3 days away from a full moon.
Okay, so and then also kind of like glowy golden eyes, like definitely like not like a normal elf, like he's not from here. Um, is kind of draconic scales all over his body and face. I would say on his face there's certainly less scales, but you can see them in certain places, and they are mostly silver, but with like a tinge of white. And then next to him, you see like this like giant like 6'3" Warforged, kind of green energy kind of surrounding him. So it's not, you can tell it's not just like a normal construct. Those who may be familiar, would recognize this is a Warforged, and almost like kind of standing guard of the elf. Is that okay? It's been a minute since I've done that.
Awesome. Do you say anything to the rest of the travelers as you approach?
Nope, he's gonna keep to himself currently. Kind of not really from here, doesn't really know anybody, playing it more cautious.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. All right. So then next up is gonna be, of course, because we love it when it's in order. Next up is gonna be Kaz.
Okay, so you see a tall, slender elf, ashen gray skin with white hair pulled back in a ponytail. He has black eyes, um, black around his eyes as well. He's wearing dark black studded leather armor, but it's different with lots of little pockets and things on it, and you can see he has like lots of tools and stuff kind of like hanging from his armor and in pockets and stuff. Uh, somewhat, looks like he's been on the road quite a bit. Uh, you know, kind of has a battle hardened look in his face, but also kind of, like he likes to tinker with things and play with things, and you know,
Has a little fidget toy in his hand.
yeah, yeah. He always seems to be fidgeting, and actually, that's a good way to say it. He always seems to be playing like something with, have a tool in his hands that he's fidgeting with, or playing, or working on something. And if he does speak, he speaks in kind of a bit of a raspy voice, but which I can't do because I don't do voices. But pretend when I'm speaking for him that you hear it in a bit of a raspy voice. So
Oh my
It's
god, I
totally
hate
not
that
cool.
fidget spinner coming out of the mouth. That's fucking gross. I'm sorry. Just the meat, the gif.
I'm, I will not be looking at that. I'm going to scroll up to hide it
Probably wise.
yeah, yeah.
honestly. Okay, awesome. Do you say anything to the rest of the party, or do you just silent acknowledgement and keep to yourself?
So we're just kind of walking through the mountain pass right now, or
Yeah, there was a couple of different paths up into the mountains, and you all essentially, this is your first time meeting each other or even seeing another person in the mountain pass. There's a
so
couple of ways up.
he would hail the other travelers, but not more wait and see kind of who speaks first or who takes lead. So
Okay. All right, so we got a nice hail. Does anyone respond to him and would like to go next?
I guess I can take that one. So Vorgath would respond with like, "Oh, we have multiple people. Well, there's not much up here. I'm assuming we all got the letter. As you see a giant dragonborn, as he is 6'7".
God damn.
He hailed the dice, and basically he's heavily kitted out, large, heavy armor, shield on his arm, and but like all the gems and stuff always seem to glow as a vibrant blue, and his eyes kind of do have a little bit of a glow to them themselves, as a little bit of sort of energy just kind of dances around inside of him. So, um, I must have missed the requirement that we need to be an elf.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for that introduction. Does anyone respond to him? Or Anna, would you like to respond and introduce yourself?
Anna, on being hailed, looks up a little bit, lifts a hand awkwardly, and goes, "Hey." Anna appears to be a 5'5" albino human, fallen on hard times. Red eyes with dark shadows under them, tangled white hair that wisps around her face, dirt-smudged pale skin. Wayfish in build, it's hard to say whether it's because of a lean upbringing or complications brought on by her albinism. Most of all, her equipment shows a history of hard use and neglect in equal parts. The travel-stained gray of her clothes is hidden only by three things: the rusting chain mail that practically swallows her thin frame, the tattered black tabard with a hole haphazardly patched over with someone's handkerchief, and the surprisingly good condition half-cape that is black trimmed with silver fur. Her shield is battered and dented, her long sword chipped, and the wooden halves of javelins sticking out of her pack are cracked. She's got a little bit of that cold weather chapped look going on her lips at the moment too, because we're in the mountains.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, it's cold as fuck up here, for sure. It's cold as fuck. So we just get an awkward hey.
Yeah, just hey.
But we love it. We love it. Okay, very on brand, very perfect.
You know,
Does anyone respond?
every so often, like about once every minute, she makes a particular gesture where she taps her chest, like with specifically her thumb, her index, and her middle finger, with the other two fingers in her hand curled in together.
Interesting.
Is that like a sign language kind
No,
of thing?
it's more like she's stimming or hiding something so that she can, make the party more comfortable with her constantly making this gesture and they don't catch her when she casts guidance as frequently.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's amazing.
She's purposefully making a stim.
Yes.
That's funny.
Let me have this intentional tick so that way you can't call my bluff.
Exactly.
Literally write that down for my own notes.
Yeah, so my characters are just gonna like nod at the hail, and then Phaedron's gonna give like the Dragonborn like a slight look when he makes that little elf comment, but doesn't say anything. He doesn't want to start shit.
All right, so that's pretty awesome, guys. Thank you so much for everyone giving such great descriptions. I really appreciate it, and it helps me envision the troublemakers that are going to be wreaking havoc on my world. I love it.
Guidance, always guidance.
So, how do you guys decide to proceed? Do you guys just silently agree that you're going to continue through these trenches together, or do you all just awkwardly realize, oh, hey, all these paths are starting to converge and we're all going to have to start walking in the same direction anyway?
I just keep going. I don't really
Just
know
keep
these guys yet. I have a letter. I walk.
Just keep going. Awesome.
Phaedron's gonna look around and just say, well, if we're gonna be working together, perhaps we should share our skills, compare notes if we're gonna be working together.
I stab things.
Well, that much I
Let's
can.
have things with magic.
I
People
create
stab
things.
in a few ways.
Yeah, yeah. I create things, or I like to tinker.
Phaedron
As long
kind
as
of
they
like
stab things, we're good.
And Phaedron's gonna give everyone like a once over and just kind of nods. Well, I'm a sorcerer, and this is my companion Stellaris. He's a very skilled cleric. Stellaris just kind of like mechanically like raises his arm. Is like it's like a little wave,
Just
and then
okay.
puts his arm down.
Anna gives another A.
Love the abundantly awkward vibes that are going on here. Nothing like meeting a bunch of strangers in the middle of a mountain pass to make you realize, oh, I really don't like talking to people I don't know.
It's been a long time since I talked to a person.
And yet here are three of them out of nowhere in a place that you would not have figured that there would be.
4,
I
technically.
mean, the voices in the heads count as other people, right?
Ah,
I mean, I
shit,
think
you're
so.
right,
Oh, yeah.
you're right. I talk to people all the time then.
Absolutely. Well, then you guys go ahead and you begin making your way a little bit further up the mountains. The path is starting to converge onto a thicker one, not nearly as thin and one person width as you guys had been accustomed to on your way up the mountains. Um, I'd say you guys are at about afternoon, if not a little bit before, maybe like 11ish. And I would say that you guys have been at it since pretty early in the morning. So you guys have been at about, yeah, like a 4 or 5 hour hike already, with some rests, I assume, in between. Is there a particular marching order that you would all prefer to be in?
Uh, I think Vorgath would try and lean towards the front. Like he's not going to oblately take charge, but probably like passively just try and be in front.
Anna will, uh, if there is an order people want to be, Anna will work herself around that. If she ends up being shuffled to the back, she's okay with that. She makes no bid to the front. And I would also like to oogle my traveling companions. With
What are
the
you oogling?
I'm oogling with the same interest as like an urchin watching a fruit vendor across the road to be like, how much attention are they paying? So I would like to
I
make a perception check with a D4
guess
because I
Phaedron
stim
would
for
go next.
guidance.
Based on for guidance.
With a D4,
Oh
with
yeah,
a D4.
shit's cold.
Yeah, good thing for that D4. Yeah, should be cold.
Should be cold.
Yeah, I guess Phaedron would go next, and then with Stellaris kind of walking behind him.
Okay.
Bash
So
would
Solaris
try to
is
be
walking
staying
behind
towards the
you.
middle of the party. Doesn't want to be in the front or the back.
Okay. Awesome. Well then, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll unpause the game and I'll bring you guys over to the mountains. Um, yeah, so this is what you guys are seeing right now. I
That's a
mean,
dangerous cliff. I back away from it.
Pity.
I am in heavy armor.
so it's very beautiful to be sure, but I mean, also, yeah, one wrong step and you guys are on a very long way down. How do you guys feel about the height? Does anyone have any concerns other than the normal, I better not fall?
Thinking about my backstory,
Uh,
no.
Okay.
I thought it's like, ooh, do I have feather fall? Like, nope, I do not yet. It's planned for the future. Um, I would say Phaedron doesn't have like an innate fear, but he's not like stupid either. Like, he's not gonna like walk on the edge.
Well, I
Just
could do right
from-
next to this cliff.
Well, you
Fastos
guys can
almost
see.
seems like he doesn't notice how high we are because he's distracted, like he's thinking on a problem. So
You know what? That's a really good coping mechanism. Think about the problem that's in your hands and don't think about the really long fall down if something pushes you.
hopefully no one pushes him, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Anna, as a recycled character, used to have find steed, and it was a undead owl. So
Oh, that's
she has
nice.
since
Ooh.
lost that power. As time goes on, and you just sit in a cave, you tend to lose access to this sort of stuff. But she is familiar enough with heights that she's like, just stay away from it. It'll be fine.
Awesome. Well, you guys continue on, and you're about to start converging a little bit deeper into the mountains, thankfully away from the steep falls, at least for the moment. Um, but you start seeing that there's actually another path leading up the mountain. And around the next bend, you guys see them. It's a ragged group stumbling up the mountains towards you, and it's perhaps a dozen people, mostly civilians. Um, some of them are carrying bundles of belongings, others are supporting wounded companions, and a woman clutches a very small child to her chest. There's also an old man, and he's leaning heavily on a walking stick. And there is a lot of exhaustion on his face. And they all freeze when they see you, and their eyes are wide with fear. Um, One man raises his hands in a peaceful gesture, and his voice is very hoarse. Please, we mean you no harm. We're just trying to reach the monastery. They said they said that the monks would shelter us.
Insight check.
I would like to
Yes.
see, yeah, like, do they look like they've been angered by bandits, or do they look like bandits?
They do not look like bandits. They look like refugees.
They have a
Yes.
child, so I hope they're not bandits.
Yes, Stellaris would like to do an insight
Never
check
mind.
with guidance if that's allowed.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead, insight check 12. Yeah, Anna, to you, they just look like bandits that have, or bandits, oh my God, you guys got in my head. No, they just look
Get
like
him!
refugees. No. They look like
The little one!
refugees that have just been through a hard time.
The little one is clearly a
Stellaris.
halfling.
Stellaris. Okay, that's correct, right? It was Stellaris making the insight check and not the
Correct.
and not yourself. Okay, so
Yeah.
Stellaris will recognize patterns and we'll see that there is singe marks on a lot of their cloaks, on a lot of their belongings. There's burn marks on a couple of the wounded. And Stellaris will point out to you that this is signature Voldranis Dominion refugee. You've
And they're
seen these
coming
kinds of people
down the
before.
mountain towards us, or they're on a good
No, they're
diverging
coming
path?
up on a different path that's converging
Okay.
towards you guys.
Okay.
Sorry, what kind of refugees? Sorry, I missed that word.
They're refugees from the Voldranis Dominion. So the Voldranis Dominion, you would all know and be familiar with their presence. They are a very militant force that is taking over the region. Um, and you would know that they have a tendency to raise and take over villages and kind of reshape them in their fashion. Their idea is burn it down and build it back up better. And these look like people whose village has just been one of those that were raised and is in the process of being rebuilt. But they are not welcome there anymore.
Would that insight check um, kind of scan if someone seems like out of place, or would
Yes,
I you want me to do a
you
separate roll
the
for that?
no, you would be able to tell with an insight check like that. And honestly, no one looks out of place. Everyone, these just look like a bunch of random villagers that are all just exhausted and hurt and looking a level of devastated.
Um, well,
Va-
Morgath would
Vashel.
probably.
Oh, I was gonna say Vashels would call it and ask like where they hail from. You know.
Um, there's a woman that steps up to you guys, and she raises her hand, and she says, she's middle aged, and she says, "My name is Marin. The Dominion burned down our village 2 days ago. We are all from Grey Hollow in the valley below."
Would we know how far Grey Hollow is away from where we are right now?
It's not unbearably far. It's actually pretty close to the mountain path. In fact, if any of you would have been in this area prior to the summons, you would have probably passed by the village before.
Okay.
It's essentially at the mouth of the valley, just beneath the mountain pass. It is definitely the closest village to here.
Given Vasho's been part of a mercenary company that's been fighting the Dominion, would he be concerned they're that close, or would that be common knowledge? And that's not.
No, you would be concerned.
Okay.
you would be concerned. Marin kind of looks over at you all and says, there's nothing left. I used to run the inn down there, and there's just nothing. Everything's been burned down.
Phaedron's gonna just say, I'm sorry for the losses you all have endured. Do you know how large their forces are, relatively?
And there's going to be an old man that steps up, and there's going to be somebody kind of like trying to shush him, just like trying to not make him be too loud and rambunctious. But he steps forward, kind of eagerly, and says, "There was an entire company, a company, I tell you, and they were searching for something. They were burning everything down in search for it. Every house was opened up, but it was an entire force."
When you say entire force, are we talking like 20, 30, 100?
Something close to 20 or 30, just about. Maybe more.
Do you know what they'd be searching for?
Heard one of them say they were searching for dragon relics. Well, what relics would be in a village like Grey Hollow, I have no idea.
If I had to guess, they are likely going to hit the monastery next, seeing as that would be the next logical choice if they're looking for dragon relics.
Are
We are on our way up there, as well as you seem to be. Would you permit us to join you and maybe offer some protection?
are there
That
dragons in the area?
So you all would know that dragons are very rare, and he- they are the equivalent of saints to this world. So while yes, there are dragons, they are not something that you would see casually. What you would probably see more casually would be wyverns or drakes, a significantly smaller version. For mechanics purposes, you can think of like baby dragons or like at largest like adolescent dragons or around that size. Um, and you would know that they do sometimes roam the mountains up here, but this is starting to get a little too cold for them. So you would expect them to be lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bashos would
Um,
ask them, were any of my brothers at arms helping to protect your village? And then now you notice, because I kind of forgot about it earlier, he has a mercenary emblem on his shoulder, which I actually don't know what it looks like yet because I haven't fleshed out that part of his backstory. But he has an
Kaz,
emblem on this on. He has
did
an emblem on his cloak.
did you make a backstory for a character?
I did. Pavel's backstory, just Aven's backstory. He has no backstory.
Just fuck me, I guess.
Sorry.
So you
no,
notice he has an emblem on his cloak, which at some point I will tell you what it looks like.
It's
they
still
recognize
loading.
the emblem on your cloak,
It's
Okay.
buffering.
and they
Yeah.
will tell you, we actually had a few of your order at our village, but it wasn't sufficient. They were, and this is the main woman at this point talking, who she would introduce herself as Marin.
Yeah.
Marin would basically be telling you guys that any mercenaries or any hired muscle that they had was completely devastated in the siege. And they would go on to tell you that the soldiers, they came in about 2 days ago, and there was literally, as they described, dozens of them. You get the feeling that what the old man was trying to tell you earlier was just not a very good recollection, but Marin would tell you that there was at least 2 to 3 dozen.
So you would see a dark look cross Vashal's face, and him kind of clench his fist in anger.
They were very brave, and if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have gotten out. The entire village would have just been gone. But then she looks around to the refugees surrounding her. We're all that's left. So I'm guessing if you're asking to travel with us, you are also trying to reach the monastery? For what purpose?
We were summoned,
I got
and
mail.
Are any of the other members of this group from here, like from the area?
probably not nearby,
Yeah. Or are you
but
guys all from far away? I guess I'm trying to say,
For
would any of you recognize the mercenary company that Vash was a part of?
I don't
Uh,
recognize
we
shit.
definitely, my
Sorry?
characters definitely wouldn't.
Okay. Just I would share the name if anyone would recognize it, but there's yeah, just that's why I thought I'd ask. So I'm
if
assuming you
anything,
guys are all
Mordash, you might
travelers.
have recognized it, considering that you're from a larger city, and
Yeah.
like the mercenary company wouldn't be unheard of there.
okay, yeah.
So if anything, you were probably like where the head of guild is.
Okay. Oh yeah. I
So
guess
you would recognize the symbol on his shoulder as that of the hallowed ghosts.
Oh, that's thematic.
Yeah.
Ghosts, you say?
Who knows what it looks like? It could look like anything, but
I'm just imagining Ghost
Anna.
Kappa in the circle with the line across it.
Oh my god, it's literally just a Ghostbusters emblem.
it's what's the name? Slimer?
oh yeah, no, yeah.
The green guy. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Slimer.
Bigot Slammer.
This is what I'm picturing. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Slimer. It's Ghostbusters Slimer.
But yes, oh my goodness. Will you guys type down, please? I'm trying to. There.
And be thematic.
They're trying to be thematic. You hear this cacaw of the surrounding birds in the area. They're all very restless.
I draw my
But
sword.
yes, they would tell you that there was, or Marin would tell you that there were several dozen. Will you get over here then if you're gonna yell? There were several dozen, and then there's going to be a young boy that pipes up, and he has a pretty bad shoulder injury that you guys would notice. It's kind of bleeding out, and he's just kind of clutching onto it. And he looks angry. This little teenage boy looks pissed. Like you can see that hatred is burning in his eyes. Like out of character, you know that this motherfucker is going to end up. This is his like origin story right now. Like he's going to be somebody's future fucking like character at this point.
He's got like blue hair. He's got the anime protagonist.
He's anime protagonist vibes. And he would tell you guys they were going house to house, and when they couldn't find what they were looking for, those bastards were just burning it down. Why would we know anything about relics? Why would we know anything about any of this stuff? And we didn't think that the Dominion would come this far, this close to the mountains, but here they are. And had we known, we probably would have hired more of the Hallowed Ghosts to protect us, but how could we have known? And Marin's gonna try to calm him down. You just hear him go, "Peace, Rory, peace," before she turns to you all and goes, "Well, if the monks are summoning you, then we shouldn't hold you guys back. We appreciate the protection, but we're exhausted. We have wounded. We're going to slow you down if you agree to walk with us. We were probably going to rest here for the evening, if anything."
Do they look like they have the supplies to survive the night?
Frankly, they're not empty-handed, but they're definitely not well equipped. This looks like they were able to take what they can, and you would probably actually give me an insight check.
Anna says, if you're staying the night here, I think I should stay with you just in case.
Well, if you'd all like to stay, then you're able to, but we just wouldn't. We don't want to hold you back. We don't need to feel like burdens on top of everything else.
I'm gonna check
Are you all
my.
certain?
I checked my letter real quick. Is there like a you must arrive by this date on it somewhere?
No, there's no Best Buy date. It's
Okay.
just please get here ASAP.
Okay, then I fold up the letter and I put it back and I go, I'm not on a deadline. You need help.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you, so
I,
much.
I don't speak for them. I just met them 2 hours ago.
Phaedron
Well,
is going to sort of raise his hand, kind of to chime in. Unless anyone objects, perhaps I would feel more comfortable if we all traveled together, your group included. And he like kind of motions to the refugees. When you feel like you can't go any further, we can rest for the night. And my companion here, and he kind of motions to Stellaris, is a very skilled healer. He can tend to many of your wounded. Unless
thank you.
anyone objects to this plan, I do feel like this is the best way.
We should protect them, but we should also try to move as quick as possible before others
Well,
suffer.
we would move quicker if we weren't so wounded. Would it be too much to ask for some healing for our companions?
I'll pull out my healer's kit and I
Yeah,
guess start mending people.
Stellaris is gonna, kind of step up, and Phaedron's gonna chime in. He's very gentle. Do not be intimidated by his appearance.
He would probably go up to Rory first, considering that Rory is one of the most badly wounded of the party, or of the group. There's about 10 to 12 refugees total, and about half of them are suffering burn marks of some kind. A couple of others are suffering from some gashes. Um, but the true people that really need help, that are truly, truly hurt, is Rory. And also, there is a young woman named Song that she has a burned leg
I'll
that
take
she
song.
can barely walk. Okay.
So I kind of want to do. I mean, I hate using a skill before a fight, but I do have Channel Divinity Preserve Life, where I can choose any creatures within 30 feet of me and kind of divide hit points among them. And the hit points is no more than half. Wait, hold on. Sorry, let me just put it in the chat. Oh, did that pop up? Hmm.
It did not.
I'm just going to use roll so it pops up so we can all read.
That doesn't even pop it up.
Oh, it doesn't. I'm trying to like share this with you guys.
There we go.
There, you hit three dots and display in chat.
Okay.
It should present your holy symbol with all healing. Restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creature within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. This feature can restore a creature with more than half its hit point maximum. You can't use this feature on a dead or construct. So you're level 3 cleric, right?
Yeah.
So 3, so 15. So if you're, would you pour everything into Rory, or are you going to help Song, or are you going to give most to Rory and help out a little bit of the rest of the
Yeah,
refugees?
yeah, the last option, I would say.
Okay. So we'll say you'll give like 7 points of healing to Rory, and then the other 8 you'll divide amongst the villagers, or refugees, the rest of them.
Yeah.
And then Anna, what are you going to be doing for Song?
I'm going to see if 5 points will do it. We'll get her back on her feet.
Oh, sorry. I also have
Yeah.
Disciple of Life. Whenever I use this, oh no, that's a spell, not a channel divinity. Never mind. Sorry, I'm still learning Life Cleric.
Hey, all good.
No, you're fine. Yes, 5 points will get her back on her feet. It's not going to completely cure the wound, but she regains mobility.
how many more rats do you think would need to be sacrificed to get her the rest of the way
If
up?
I had to guess, I would say another 5 rats.
I will put the essence of another 5 rats into her then.
Okay.
And
So a total of 10
a
rats.
total of 10 rats have been sacrificed for this woman. I go
Emma
up
just
and
pulls 10
I.
rats out of her pocket.
Yeah, pretty much. I go up and I take a canteen of what looks like water, because that's what it is, and I soak my hand in it, and I'm gonna just run my hand down the burn on her leg like I'm wiping dust off of a counter, and the burn smooths and heals.
He is fully healed. And just mechanically speaking, what did you do? I mean,
I
we
uh,
know the 10 rats, but like, what did you use?
I put my hand on her. I laid on my hand.
Pretty good touch.
Oh, lay on hands. Right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. Perfect.
Whoop. That'll buff right out. Let me just get that for you.
Yeah, let me just get a good old buffer wheel going on, and it'll be
Some
fine.
elbow grease.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. So you were able to basically, in one fell swoop, heal the entire refugee camp from their injuries. They're still tired, they're still depressed, they're still terrified, but they're whole, which is extremely important. And uh, Phaedron, you can see out of the corner of your eye that Rory is just kind of looking up at Stellaris in absolute awe at what he was able to do. And you get this feeling in your heart of hearts that you think you inspired this boy to want to be a cleric someday.
Stellaris is gonna like gently raise his hand and gently tap the boy's head, like nicely.
He chuckles a little bit and he like ruffles his own hair as though like he doesn't like want to be too soft around him, but he looks less infuriated than he did when you guys all first met him.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan here? Are you guys going to walk with the refugees now that you've healed them?
Yeah, walk with them as far as they'll go, and I'll be offering to carry anyone who is struggling.
You might want to go ahead and carry old Reuven, which is the old man with the walking stick, because he's going to be the one struggling the hardest.
I'll just walk over to him and like, you're more than welcome to hop on my back. I know I am rather tall, but the air is already thin up here.
Oh, that's no problem at all. I've had to climb many mountains in my day, Sonny. This isn't the first, and this won't be the last. And he just kind of scrabbles onto you very messily. And as he like wraps his arms around you and like stabilizes himself, you can see that his hands are very worn down. And it's not just like old age and farm work. You can tell. Actually, give me another insight check because
You can tell it's time
Yeah,
to
I would
insight.
like, as I'm kind of like positioning him and kind of like grabbing him. I'm kind of also like feeling for any like hidden
You're
weapons.
feeling-
Like give him a couple
Feeling up
feels.
the old
you're
man.
not
I see.
you're copping a feel on an old man. That's crazy. Well, give me an insight check and give me a sleight of hand check.
Focus on one thing, not the other.
Insight check. This man has very firm hands for an old man, but you are able to see with your dirty 20 that he does have a couple of daggers on him.
Okay.
They're on his belt.
On his belt. Okay. Not happy to see me. Gotcha.
No, he is not happy to see you, and he does not have two penises. So you guys all move forward with the refugees.
Yeah.
And over the course of the next hour or so, they'll just kind of tell you a little bit about Grey Hollow. Um, they'll tell you about how they were a mining town that there are mines at the bottom of these mountains that they used to go into. The reason why they're called Grey Hollow is because they used to mine so much iron here. Um, but they didn't expect to be raised the way that they did by the Dominion. And they just kind of tell you in detail, like, the way that they would have a lot of what they call flame bearers, which basically, out of character, you can picture them like firebenders essentially. Um, they were just following the soldiers, and they would just kind of try to tell you in detail what they remember about the company should you guys ever encounter them. But you guys are all very familiar. The black and red color scheme. Their emblem is a phoenix, because everything rises from the ashes. And you all just get this unanimous feeling of, man, these guys are fucking assholes and they're drunk on power. Are there any questions for the refugees or any conversations that are had while you all travel?
Phaedron's gonna talk to one of the villagers. I guess he's walking by. Just says, "Well, I'm not overly familiar with this Dominion group. Do they have some sort of god that they worship or leader that you're aware of?"
Well, leader, I've heard rumors of their god, but I can tell you about their leader, or at least their general. They are, okay, sorry. They are led by General Lucio. And Lucio is quite the bastard. He was originally from another city very far from here, but he climbed the ranks, rumors say, very quickly in the Dominion. And what makes him dangerous is that it's hard to hate him. He's very charismatic. And they say that he's bringing down all of these kingdoms either with his silver tongue, and when his silver tongue doesn't work, then with flame. As far as their god, well, there's rumors that they don't have a god. And then there's other rumors that they follow a dead god. But there's no telling which is true. Although they do quite act like godless bastards, if you ask me. And then,
And then
Anna, you
this
had questions
general,
for Sam?
oh,
Uh,
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
I want no finish your section first. I can wait. I ain't worried about it.
are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
I was
Phaedron,
gonna
what's up?
say this General Lucio character. What is he? Is he a human, elf? What exactly is he?
He's human. He's human. If you can still consider him human after the monstrosities he's made. But yes, biologically, physically, he is a human being.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this Dominion? Anything at all would be helpful.
We've been very far out of reach from them for a very long time, which is why their siege came so out of nowhere. That's why we were so unprepared. I mean, we're a mining town. We have nothing to really offer them. I mean, sure, we provided iron to the rest of the country, but they benefited from us in that way. So the fact that they decided to raise us was completely out of the ordinary. But I think the only other thing I can tell you is that they're intent on full conquest of the country. I can tell you that much. They've
How's
already
that
succeeded in half of the half of the kingdoms.
interesting? And is this conquest fairly new for this group, or has that always been their goal? for conquest.
The Dominion arose out of a kingdom called Marathor. And they developed into what they are. Originally, they were just a militia. They were a militant group, and that was it. They were just an army for the kingdom. But then, this is what happens when the army creates their own, how you could call it, their own agendas, their own vendettas. And they evolved into this Voldranus Dominion. And as far as how recent it is, they've always been around, but they stay contained to their kingdom on the other side of the continent. But they've been slowly sinking their way around. I've been noticing from the kingdoms that they've overtaken or the kingdoms that they've deigned to visit, they're going around in a circle on the outskirts of the country before finally going on the inside. So it kind of describes like if they're almost going in like a clockwise motion around the country and then eventually going into the center is what they seem to be doing. And conveniently, the mountains that you guys are in is in the center of the continent.
Thank you for this information. I appreciate it. Very helpful.
Of
In my
course.
humble opinion, this just seems like a powerful cult, and the best way to deal with those, destroy the top. And it all tumbles.
I agree, but be very careful. General Lucian has felled every single opponent that has faced him. He actually welcomes the challenge. He'll challenge anyone that asks him to. And they've all fallen. Be careful.
Words of wisdom. Thank you. And Phaedron's going to continue walking. All right. Sorry, Stingles.
Hey, not a problem. I was getting up to get a drink anyways. Plenty of time.
Here, give me 1 quick second, guys. My headset's being stupid. Let me just turn it off and on again.
Everyone talk smack right now.
Oh, shit!
Well, a lot of good information for the world building. I took a lot of notes.
I'm wiggling
So was
happy.
General what?
Okay,
What was the general's last name? Or general's name again? I didn't
Lucio.
Lucio?
like Lucio.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Now, is he hot? Very important question. No, I'm
Yes,
just
that is
kidding.
Of course. Of course he's hot. You think I would make characters that aren't hot?
I did.
So if he's Zuko, we can fix him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. We need to find Uncle Iroh.
So he can spill some tea and make
Yes.
some tea.
Yes.
Sorry. Continue.
All right. So Anna kind of settles back in the pack next to the what was her name? Song.
Yeah, song.
And we'll clear her throat and goes, I've got a weird kind of question for you, if I can.
Sure. I mean, anything you need, of course.
Do you know anything about really big bats?
But bats? I
Yeah,
mean,
like a really big one.
well, I once saw a really big bat inside the caves down in the mines.
Like,
Well,
are we saying like the size of your hand, the size of your arm, the size of a horse?
well, the one I saw was about the size of a cat. But if you ask old Reuven over there, and she points to the old man that's being carried by Vorgoth, he's been all around the country. He used to be an adventurer when he was young.
Did he
He'd
take an arrow to
probably
the
know
knee?
something about it. He did. How did you know? You've heard of him.
Well, you see, sometimes adventurers, when they're about to retire, if they get shot in the knee, there are certain places that will pay them per fragment of bone, and it's a point in the knee that really fractures really well, so it lets them get a lot of money. And then they retire and become guards.
Love how seriously you answered that. Oh my god.
I'll go ask
That is
the old
incredible.
man on the lizard. Thank you. And just kind of awkwardly fast walks to the front of the pack where the old man the dragonborn is.
She just kind of like looks at you leave, like, oh, sure, whatever you need. And she just kind of like waves at you as you leave. She likes you.
Hey.
I mean, you healed her leg. Fuck yeah, she likes you.
Yeah, that's why she was the one I asked. So I'm gonna get
Valid.
like awkwardly close but slightly adjacent. So like kitty corner walking. It's like we're talking like, let's see if I can remember the key bind. Nope. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, old, hi, old man Rufus, is that your name?
Old Reuben, they call me, but
Reuben.
before I used to be Reuben the Grand.
You are still grand, I'm sure, in some way. What do you know about bats the size of horses?
That's the size of. Whew. I've seen many bats in my day, young lady. I've seen small bats the size of the tip of your finger. I've seen big bats the size of horses. And I've seen things that can pass as bats the size of horses. Yes. You get the feeling that he will probably pop off for a while if you get this train started.
I don't interrupt. I don't talk. I just listen. I expect
Well,
a
there used
Sparks
to be-
notes of the 3-hour trip for what he talked about.
He will basically tell you the lore of, well, not the lore necessarily, but he'll tell you how he heard rumors and was once solicited to hunt down such a described creature, but that he didn't end up actually fighting it because the creature ran away, and that he did end up tracking it down in a cave in a kingdom that's not too far from here. So around what he would describe as near Aldamar. That's Aldamar. So he discovered it near that kingdom. But he didn't actually engage in it. It flew away. He was hired as basically to handle a monster problem. He was being a witcher for them, essentially.
Mm-hmm. And Anna lifts up a hand and goes, thanks, at the end of that all.
Ah, yes, back in my days, I used to be grand. Reuben the Grand. And he kind of like slaps you on the shoulder a little bit, Vorgath, as he's just like reminiscing about his old war stories. And then you start hearing him prattle on about all the different monsters he's slain.
I fade back
I'll
in the
kind of
pact.
like start walking in a way to almost like rock him to sleep.
Uh, roll me a performance check.
Let's see how bad this goes. I drop him. Performance +1.
Ooh.
You succeed. He rolls off to sleep.
Okay, Grandpa. Grandpa.
Do you sing Rockabye Baby too?
I'm literally writing down a bunch of shit in my notes too because you fuckers keep asking me questions I didn't think you'd ask. So I'm just like, yes, that's what I said.
So does it look like at their pace and kind of at their energy level, they are able to make it to the monastery today, or are they gonna require rest?
They would like to rest. They will push through if you ask them to, but you will have a point of exhaustion, and by the time you would reach the monastery at their pace, you can estimate that it's already going to be nightfall.
Oh.
I vote we should rest. I don't want a point of exhaustion, personally.
I agree.
Fair enough. I guess we break camp.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
I'm
So you
looking at
guys
my
go ahead and make camp.
I'm looking at my inventory. No tent, no sleeping bag, but I have a blanket and a robe. But the robe is ceremonial, so I don't think I want to use that.
That's so funny because I'm also wearing a robe and a blanket.
Oh
I have
my
no
God.
nothing at all to make camp for the night. I assume we do though, but I just don't have anything in my actual inventory.
You all would have been prepared. You knew you were going to come into the mountains. You knew that Skyfang Monastery was at the very peak of it, so you guys would have.
My character's Canadian, so he's wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
That checks out. Yes. Minus 40-degree weather right now, guys.
Yeah, it's nice and bobby.
It's definitely shorts weather.
Got some sunglasses on.
Minus 40, y'all.
Oh,
We
I
love it.
did pack a bedroll.
Yes, you guys would have all packed sufficient equipment in order to be able to trek into the mountains. But yes, you are a little lightheaded from the thin air up here.
I adjust my lungs so it's easier for me to breathe. Because I can just
You
do
do
that.
so easily. You do so easily. As you guys continue up onto the mountains, you will go ahead and you will find an open, well, not necessarily open, but a significantly wider path that is a little bit more nestled into the mountains and away from the edge. For once, you don't have the world falling off to one side. It is actually somewhat circular, surrounded by a couple of sparse trees and rocks, and it's a through path. So there's a path upwards into the mountains right through the camp, and then of course the path all the way back down to the base of the mountains through the camp. So you're essentially camping around the path, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Phaeton's gonna, if people are starting fires, he's gonna help them make fire with magic. Prestidigitation, just to help to make campfires a little easier. So people can warm up.
Excellent. And even though it's still daytime, would anyone be patrolling or taking any watches of any kind, or is everyone just going to kind of be focused on their own thing and talking with the refugees?
Stellaris would definitely be keeping watch. That's sort of his
Yeah,
thing.
definitely keeping watch.
And a
Okay.
keys watch.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
who's going to take watch first is the question.
I
Well,
think Morgan
Stellaris.
here.
So, in order for Stellaris to get like a quote unquote full rest, he has to basically be standing still for 6 hours, but he's still conscious. So, the way I read that, he basically just needs to like stand still or sit still, but he can still keep watch. That's how I understand. It's like a Warforged thing.
Just aim them in one direction for the night.
Literally, that's the plan. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And so, since there's two paths, there's a path up towards the monastery, and there's a path back down towards the base of the mountains. Do you face him towards up the path towards the monastery, or down towards the base?
Down towards the base to see if anything will follow us.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and position him here.
Yeah, with the fact that
And I will-
they're fleeing people, I will also keep an eye on the path up to us.
Okay.
So back to
So
okay.
you are both facing this direction then, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Is anyone watching this path?
Seeing the bottom covered, I will watch the top.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
And
Vash's looking
Adrian
up
only
there.
needs 4 hours of rest, so he can watch after, I guess.
Okay.
Hours of rest.
So will we be taking simultaneous watches, one here and then one here? Or will there be turns, just one at a time? Or how do you guys want to do this?
Kit will
Vash
watch
should
for
be
2
taking
hours.
turns with Tython's character, I think. I assume.
I will.
Sorry, everyone talked out once. What?
I will type.
So back to us,
So
and is it Vorgath? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Morgan.
I feel like they wouldn't take watch at the same time, but they would
No.
split watch,
okay.
I presume. Yeah.
Alrighty. So let me just. Can someone please roll me a d6?
Sure. Since I haven't rolled anything yet today.
Avalanche. I'm just kidding. No, don't do that.
You all die.
Ah,
Oh,
shit.
weird.
Okay.
Am I not
Good
connected to
to
my character?
You need to, if you go to the bottom left and right click on your name, you should be able to configure yourself to own your
Yeah.
character.
Oh yeah. Yeah. User configuration.
Excellent. Alrighty.
Thank you.
So you'll all go ahead and you'll take your turns doing watches.
I'm just gonna
Um,
roll another dice here. Just ignore this. There we go. Okay, that works. Perfect.
will you guys all be waiting until sunset in order to start taking the watches, or or are you going to wait until sunset to start making camp, or around what time would you all continue marching until?
So, well, what time of the day is it right now?
By the time that you guys encountered the refugees, so you all met each other at around 11:12. You all encountered the refugees at about 1-2. I'm going to say healing took about an hour, so we're going to go with 3. So it's 3 o'clock when you guys leave. So about 5 o'clock that you guys have been marching together with all the conversations that were had. So 5 p.m. We're gonna
And
say that
that's yeah.
sunset's around 6:37.
Yeah. And at 5 o'clock's when the party can't go any further, or we start to get risk exhaustion.
Yes.
Then I rest immediately.
Yeah. So I feel like that's when we would stop when we start to risk, like when we can't go any further.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you'll go ahead.
Does the party
You'll
agree?
Yeah, I agree.
so you'll rest. You set up camp. I would say by the time everything is set up is about 6 o'clock. So you help everyone out. So who's taking first watch?
Anna.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anna, go out and roll me a perception check.
I mean, Stellaris is always going to be on watch in this direction. That's just like.
Okay, he's gonna be
So
on watch
good
the
at
entire
these.
time. Okay. All right. You see nothing. You see
Oh, right, I'm
Couple of
stimming.
birds.
I'm stimming, that's right.
you are
14.
stimming. Okay. 14. Everything's pretty quiet on your front. You see some wildlife pass through. You do notice smoke in the distance from the base of the mountain that you presume is Grey Hollow, but rather uneventful. And then I'm gonna have Stellaris roll me perceptions during every couple of hours, during
Okay.
the watches. So what's Stellaris's perception right now as he's watching with Anna?
Okay. And he's also going to stem, aka guidance.
Ah.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20. He sees everything uneventful for this hour as well. And he also takes note of the smoke at the base of the mountain. But your watch passes by uneventful. All right, who's next?
Who
Yeah,
else
I
can
think
go?
Morgath can take one.
Oh, sure. Vorgath can go then. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. 13.
All right, you see that the path is pretty worn, surprisingly. And this is the path going upwards into the temple. So you wonder if perhaps the monks make a lot of trips down, if they get supplies delivered up, or if someone else has been through here.
does it look like recent travel has happened, or don't get that
Give me a survival check.
much? Yeah.
So the path is worn,
Yeah.
and it's been used at some point in time. Congratulations.
It's a road.
So, you guys said that these watches were happening simultaneously, right?
I'll go later, I guess, because I only need 4 hours of sleep. I can sleep first and then do the later watches if that works for people.
Okay. And you guys are only watching, Anna and Vorgath, you guys are only watching for 2 hours, or you're watching for 4 hours?
Probably only 2.
Only 2?
Anna
Okay.
is only doing 2. She wants to get a full
Okay.
rest.
Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and we'll trade off. So it is about 8 o'clock. And who takes next watch? And where?
Bashos is watching to the north, or up, yeah, to the north.
Okay. 19. So you also notice that the path is fairly worn, but you notice boot tracks, various boot tracks, and you notice something a little bit bigger. Can you give me a survival check?
Maybe. Maybe I can give you a survival check.
It is an animal of some kind. You have no idea what kind of animal it could be. Only that it has claws. Because, I mean, you'll be able to tell from a track if it's got claws.
Towards or away from where we are?
Away from where you are, up the path.
Okay.
Okay, it's about 8 o'clock. And with that perception, and especially because of your background as a mercenary, you know this looks like a small company.
Can I tell how long ago they walked the path?
Not with the survival check that you did. Well, actually, I made you roll survival for the type of track, so why don't you go ahead and roll me another one? With that survival check, yes. You know that these are from earlier this morning. So not recent, but recent today.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe they took disease immunity away from paladins. Now how am I supposed to be a hoe?
Well, we're still
I
on
mean,
The
legacy.
old-fashioned way. Glug.
We're still on legacy. So.
Are we? Because my character's under new. Because I saw that Tython's character
Oh.
was under new.
Yeah.
I did mine initially under legacy, then I saw Tython had done his under 2024, so I'm like, oh, I should do mine under 2024.
Oh, if I knew that, I would have done slightly different spells. Fuck. Oh well.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Well, because like I just did old school sorcerer. I didn't do like new sorcerer. I'm happy to remake it if that's needed, but
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, but otherwise your watch passes by uneventful, and you're watching for 2 hours or 4 hours?
So
'Cause I don't know
Vashos needs 4 hours of sleep, so he can't. He can watch for 4 hours, but he still needs 4 hours of trance sleep.
Okay. All right, so then it'd be midnight by the time you're off shift.
Okay.
Yeah, but your watch passes by uneventful, and then Stellaris, go ahead and give me another 2 perception checks.
sorry, did you say 2?
Yeah, for every 2 hours. Because he watched for 4 hours for his watch, and we had said earlier that he was going to watch he was going to roll for every 2 hours.
Yeah. So that's 1.
Very nice. Still uneventful. Smoke is starting to die down from the base of the mountain.
Not a good one.
Not a good one. Still uneventful. Smoke is about the same.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, and then who takes the last watch? Last but not
Uh,
least.
that would be me.
And then you're watching for 4 hours until dawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I'm not that great at perception, so this will be interesting.
Mm.
Oh,
Dirty 20. Very nice. Okay,
Oh,
so with
that's your
that
last
roll,
name. Oh, that is so dangerously close.
what do you mean close?
A person in Anna's backstory is named Thalassa.
That's
I'm
funny.
dead.
Sorry.
So with that roll, or actually, let me ask, Vashos, do you pass on the information that you discovered to Phaedron when you switch shifts?
He's deciding how edgy he wants to be.
He's
No, I
contemplating.
didn't. I didn't catch the question.
Oh, do you pass on the information that you uncovered with your checks to Phaedron when you switch shifts?
Well, did he switch shifts with Phaedron or with Stellaris?
With you. With you.
With
Phaedron's
Phaedron.
me.
Okay, because I thought Stellaris went for 4 hours after Vashos. Maybe I misunderstood the timing.
He's watching
Anyway,
the other direction. There's two
yeah,
directions we need to
yeah.
watch.
So yeah, Vashos would share that information. So
Okay. Perfect. So then, Phaedron, during your watch, you see the notes or you see the path that Vashos is talking about, and you see that it's going up and around a bend. Uh, do you want to give me a survival check at advantage, please?
Sure. Damn.
Very nice. You didn't even need the advantage. That's crazy. You recognize the tracks as having a bit of a draconic background. Those are Drake tracks. And something that the refugees would have told you guys about the Dominion, and that you may have figured out by now, considering their disposition for fire. Um, they have war drakes in the Dominion, so roughly wolf size to horse size mini dragons, essentially, that are in their company. They don't have an abundance of them. They don't have like 50 of them, but they do have war drakes in their company. So this would pique your curiosity.
He makes a mental note of that.
Do you follow the tracks for any length of time, or do you keep your post and you just
Oh,
observe?
keeping post. A sorcerer traveling on his own? Not a good idea. Mm-mm.
Not a good
Too
idea,
squishy.
but I wanted to tempt you just in case. Okay,
I'm gorgeous,
so
but I'm
by
not.
the time um, your watch passes by uneventful. It is now 4 in the morning. Would anyone be waking up by then?
Vashos will be waking up after his 4 hour trance is finished.
Okay. Okay. So then, honestly, if you wanted to, you could take another watch, if you wanted to, until everyone else wakes up. Because I believe, depending what time everyone went to bed, you guys went. Did anyone go to bed at like 6, 7? Because if that's the case, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11, 2. Yeah, you guys would have had your 8 hours by now if anyone went to bed at 6. but I don't know anyone that would want to go to bed at 6, realistically.
No, I went to bed at like 8.
Okay. 8, 9, 2, 3, 4. So actually, Anna, you'd be waking up about now.
Oh.
Yeah. Early riser, look at you go. And you guys would have all noticed by now, being in the mountains, that because of how high you are, you get to see almost like more of the horizon. So you get the rays of the sun earlier, and this rays of the sun set later than they normally would because of the peaks. You just kind of get to see more, Versus on the ground, the sun would have dipped over the mountains and cast a shadow and made everything darker still. So you get the sun's rays pretty early on. So around 5 in the morning is when you start getting the first rays.
It's cold.
It's coldies. It's cold as fuck, boy.
It is very cold.
I have to take a quick bio break if y'all don't mind me running to the restroom real fast.
I do want to get at
Go
it.
ahead.
That's too bad. Go ahead and RP amongst yourselves.
Do you guys want to do like,
Ha, holding you at gunpoint.
or should we do like a 10-minute break or a 5-minute break for everybody? Up to you guys.
Yeah, if you need to take it.
All right, I'm gonna go pee as well.
So who is left and who is awake?
What time of day is it?
5 in the morning?
I'm confused by the whole sleep time thing today, so I'm not sure when Vashos woke up. I think Vashos awake, and I think I'm left. So Vashos would be watching to the north still, I guess, and has a tool in his hand, and he's like tinkering with something. I'm not really sure what. Tinkering with something. So.
Anna stims.
Playing with your own tool.
And then Anna is not a monk, but for her stretches in the morning, fully kit in her armor, she goes through the motions that almost look like monk stretches and fighting stances. But it's like she watched someone doing them without like being shown how to do them. It's like when you learn kung fu by watching a movie. It's not quite the same.
All right, I'm back, guys. Okay. Everyone's still
I'm
here?
here.
No one took a bio?
I think
I took
Alex
a
did.
bio.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we go ahead. We move on to morning. The refugees are all waking up. It was a cold ass night, but you all survived it unscathed. Save for a couple of birds cacawing and a couple of hares, perhaps, or rabbits of some kind. Phaedron, do you communicate the tracks that you discovered to the rest of the party?
Yeah, I want to make sure all the other villagers are not in earshot because I don't want them to panic. But I sort of gather the group and tell them like about the Drake tracks.
And
That
you
mean
would have
anything to any?
seen that this
Would
was
that mean anything to
multiple.
Vashos? Yeah, would that mean anything to Vashos? Would a mercenary company? Would he know a mercenary company that has drakes with them?
You wouldn't know a mercenary company that has drakes, but as somebody who has fought the Voldranis Dominion, you would know that war drakes are a signature for them.
Drake, like a male duck?
So Vashos would share that information then that potentially the Dominion is ahead of us.
And yes, drakes are they're like little wyverns, you know?
I do.
No, they're definitely male ducks.
Yeah.
It's definitely a pack of male ducks are ahead of us.
War ducks.
Anna has never come
War
across
ducks
one
is what it
before,
is.
so she's like, I'm
Yeah.
just picturing really
Yeah.
big ducks.
As long as they're not cobra chickens, we're fine.
Yeah, no cobra chickens. I recently learned that term.
Oh, that reminds
I could.
me. Does anyone
Yeah.
want to watch? Sorry, did anyone want to watch Delicious in Dungeon by chance?
Oh
The
my god,
first
yes,
two
it's so
seasons, I
good.
think.
Yeah, there's literally a chicken snake thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I feel
cockatrice,
like
I
I can
think,
fight
right?
three.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I can fight 3 or 4 ducks, but I don't want to fight any cobra chickens.
Yes, it's true.
That's fair. You could kick a couple ducks, but like you can't kick it. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna punt a cobra chicken.
No, it will break your leg.
No, they're scary. Yeah.
We recently we started playing Where Winds Meet, and there's a fucking goose in the world that is literally unkillable, and it's so mean and aggressive. It'll literally fucking kill you.
I've seen TikToks about that.
Yeah, literally fuck that goose. Literally fuck that goose. Fucking cobra chicken. Stupid. Anyways, so let's rein it back. The refugees wake up, everyone's good, you guys are good, you relayed the information. What do you all choose to do with that information,
So
suspecting that the Dominion's ahead of you?
So why are we not telling them? Says Anna.
Well, Phaedron's gonna, obviously with the group, making sure any of the villagers aren't in earshot, to say we should tell them, and perhaps we should scout ahead.
Hi, I'm Anna, by the way. Because
Hi, Anna.
I don't
We-
think any of us used our names when we met.
Oh, that's true. We're so
I am.
We're all beneath you.
You can call me Vatos.
Alright.
I feel like we should ask this party to stay, these refugees to stay behind while we scout ahead of the monastery.
I
Yeah,
agree with
seeing
you.
as the threats in front of us.
All right.
So,
So, who is going to be the first one to tell him? And also, you guys would get the idea that Marin, the innkeeper from earlier, that she's like the unofficial head of the group, so you'd probably want to talk to her.
Maybe tell them to give us a, I don't know, 20-minute head start? This way they're not just sitting here, right?
I guess that's a good call. Phaedron's gonna motion for her to come. What's her name?
Marin.
Sorry. Marin. Yeah, I want to say Maria.
So
That
Marin
wasn't
catches your eye.
right.
Maria, that's racist. Is it because I'm Hispanic? Is that what it is?
That's exactly it. I'm gonna call ice on
Randall's
her
not called
right now.
Jesus.
See, and I'm an
That's
hunchback of
crazy.
Notre
That's
Dame.
wild.
Hellfire. Forgive me, Maria.
Hold on.
Honestly, that
Hold
song
on, give me
slaps.
1 second. That's valid. Hold on, my headset's being stupid again. I think I need a new headset.
No.
Well, Christmas isn't like in 11 months, so you can treat yourself.
Okay, there we go. It's back to normal. Because every once in a while, it'll just get like randomly staticky. So I'm just like, what's the deal? But I spent a lot on this headset, so I don't want to have to replace it already, even though it's realistically been like 3 years.
I was gonna say it's under warranty or something.
No, it was, I bought it in Christmas of 23, so 24, 25. Okay, it's 2 years old. It's not 3 years old. It's 2 years old, but I mean, still.
I can't imagine you use it that much, unless you do, but I feel like headsets should be durable, if anything.
I know, right? Which is why I'm so confused. But no, honestly, like it's been giving me a couple of problems with static and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I don't know. I might replace it, but we'll see. But anyways,
Is it one of those headsets that need like a software update? I've read about those, or is it just like a normal thing you plug
it's
in?
a Logitech one. I don't know. Logitech is weird. I might just end up. We have one in the living room that I I used to use for my PS5, but we don't really use the PS5 anymore, so I might just steal that one and use it for this.
Period. We love recycling.
Period.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're upcycling. Um, but yes, so you go ahead, you wave over Marin. Marin does make her way over a little bit concerned since nobody's really flagged her down, and she kind of walks up to you, her arms like folded over herself, just trying to keep warm, and she says, "Yes, is everything all right?
Hey.
Uh,
Hello, hello."
Phaedron's gonna look around and
How,
of the
how
group,
you do
see
it?
if anyone wants if anyone wants to break the news to her, or
So we're gonna need a 20-minute head start.
um, all right. I mean, we don't have a problem with that, but is there any particular reason why?
Uh, Apparently there might be big ducks.
The big ducks?
Yeah.
Like, do you mean geese?
No. Drakes.
Her face kind of goes pale a little bit. Her eyes widen in like recognition. You mean those beasts from the Dominion?
Sure. And Anna, like, both hands up does the guess I'll perish shrug, like,
we spotted some
That's
tracks. I recognize them as Drake tracks, so we should scout ahead to ensure the safety of the rest of your group.
all right. I understand. Will any of you be staying behind to help us in case something follows us up here, or are you all going?
Well, if the full company is ahead of us, I think the monastery will need us. And then there shouldn't be a threat behind.
All right, if you're sure. I mean, we trust you, and thank you for wanting to go ahead and handle it if that's the case.
I mean,
I'll let the others know.
you have Old Man Grand. You should be fine.
She laughs a little. That man, if I ask him to fight a war drake, he would actually do it.
Yeah, exactly. He's got heart. It's
Ah,
still in his
yes, but
chest,
he also has
presumably.
arthritis. It is still in his chest to be sure. A little too enthusiastic for his old age, but absolutely. I'll keep things hushed down for the rest of the group so that nobody panics. I'll just tell them that you were summoned overnight quickly, and needed to hurry off before the rest of us.
I have a question. I don't
Of
know
course.
many things. Is lying
Okay.
normal in a situation like this?
If lying will keep the group calm, then yes. Because if they panic, they're going to be loud, they're going to be skittish, and then the baby's going to feel it, and the baby's going to start screaming. And she looks around. Any sudden noises could trigger an avalanche around here, so I just need to
Oh,
keep this
okay.
group calm and together.
Okay, so they're not very well trained. I got it.
There's no,
And I'm gonna give myself a long rest because I forgot to do that.
no, there. Yes, please give yourselves long rests. Um, no, they're not. Nobody's here is a fighter. They're all just village people.
Anna
Does
bobs her head
anyone
amiably.
of your group have any weapons?
Well, we have a couple. Whether we're proficient with them is another issue entirely, but yes, we do have ways to protect ourselves.
Is there any like water nearby?
Not that you can see.
Is there snow?
There is snow. There's plenty of snow.
So I have a weird thought. I was
I'm listening.
thinking, if allowed, if I can use the shape water cantrip to like maybe make some javelins or like makeshift like icy daggers for them.
You can, although I will, as a DM, tell you that won't be necessary. They do have weapons with them.
Okay. It was just a thought if they were like underarmed.
Yeah, no, they're equipped.
Very well.
Yeah, I love the creativity though.
I love that cantrip. You do a lot with it.
Can be creative with it for sure. But yeah, I would have allowed it. But yeah, it's just you can save your spell slot. It's not necessary.
Well, it's a cantrip, so
Oh, it's a
but it only
cantrip.
holds
Lovely.
its shape for like an hour though. Like the things you can make
Ah,
with it.
okay. Okay, that makes sense. But
Right.
yeah.
Well, be safe.
Um.
We'll scout ahead.
All right. Thank you for everything. I'll let the group know you're departing. And she gives you guys a respectful nod of her head, and she heads back to the group. And you can see her kind of like raising her hands and making the announcement. And there's like a couple of murmurs, but they all kind of look around her and like wave their goodbyes at you. And they all look tired still and cold, but they look grateful. All right, and you're all on your way. So you
Sounds
get
good.
going. Lovely. So you get going, and I'm assuming you guys are all in the same marching order as before, yes?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Excellent.
so. I'll
All
be
right.
behind the Dragonborn because he looks like a good meat shield.
All right. So you guys go ahead and you start marching, or you're about to start marching. And then you hear old Corvin shouting at you guys. Wait! And then by a bunch of, shh, you're gonna cause an avalanche! And it catches your attention. Do you turn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He kind
it's
of
hard to
hobbles his
ignore.
way. He starts hobbling his way over to you guys with his little walking stick, and you see he's holding something out in his hand. It looks like a necklace of some kind. Does anyone meet him to take it?
Yeah, I do. I'm at the back of the
Yeah.
party.
Fair enough.
All right, Anna, you reach over you to take it, and he says, "Here, this is to help you for helping us. We may not have much, we may not have brought much, but that old thing has kept me safe for many years, and it's been a bit of a good luck charm for when I need it."
What's it do?
And mechanically, he has given you
Oh.
an old amulet. It will grant you advantage on one saving throw, one against being pushed or knocked prone, and as soon as you use it, it'll crumble to dust.
I find the biggest person in the party and I hand it to them.
That'll probably be Vorgath.
Yeah, no, the absolute unit that he is.
All right, Vorgath. So you get one old amulet.
Okay.
And it will give you advantage on one saving throw against being pushed or knocked prone. And it has one use.
And Anna, as she's handing it over, will look Vorgoth in the eye and say, "It's probably cursed," and then turn around and go to the back of the party.
Dead. Oh my god.
He's a sheltered boy.
He doesn't know any better.
I will, in fact, make a deception. Wait, why did it give me disadvantage? Oh, it's the same anyways.
Oh my god, he rolled 10 twice? That's funny.
It's
He
probably
just looks
cursed.
at it like he's got it on like two claws and he holds it a little further out.
So you guys keep on marching. Keep on marching ahead of the group. You get your 20 minutes ahead.
I hear the curses, it
And,
turns you straight.
Oh no.
um, and then as you guys start narrowing your path, you see them. And it's three figures in black armor with red cloaks, and they're examining the trail ahead of you guys. And
How far ahead of us are they?
I would say they're about here. They don't notice you guys.
Do they have tokens? Sorry.
Yeah, if you'll give me one quick second.
As the party sees them, you guys would notice like Vasho's kind of takes on like a grim and determined look on his face, whereas before he was kind of muttering to himself nervously, and it seems like the nerves disappear as we see the enemy in front of us.
Well, seeing as this is our first fight together, I'm not much for subtlety, but I open the floor to those who want to be stealthy, I guess.
Where are their
Do they have
ducks?
a drake? Exactly where the ducks.
Should I like preface when Anna is talking about it saying like Anna says? I'm trying to make her sound dead inside.
She does sound dead inside in the best way possible. I love it. And I'm gonna get my music to play so I can immerse myself. God damn it. My
my,
immersions.
my toxic trait is I want to get a surprise round off them.
That's an excellent toxic trait to
If
have.
I will tell you guys, it is a mountain pass. It is visible. However, they're distracted looking at the path ahead of you. Their vision is over here. If you guys collectively roll a good enough sneak, I will let you guys have a surprise round. So
Looking at jingling armor.
I will tell you that I will take the average. I will literally do the math on it and take the average. However, it is a high DC because you are in a mountain pass that is very visible and where there's a lot of echoing. So it will be a high DC, but it is possible.
I can
I'm
hit
down
them
to
from 100
try.
feet away with my. I can hit them from 100 feet away with my crossbow. So
Yeah.
Vashos is good.
A
Ooh.
cursory glance, do we know how they're armed?
How they're armed?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
And where are their
I don't remember.
drakes? Where are the ducks? Anna asks.
You see no ducks and no drakes. It is just three dudes. And give me a perception check, Morgoth.
Okay. Decent at those. 13.
Okay. You see what looks like some kind of sword strapped to their hips, and they are carrying crossbows.
They got crossbows. Okay.
Do they happen to have breastplate armor? Anna is looking for upgrades in all places. Her stuff is worn.
I mean, they do have armor. I suppose you could strip it, but it's not. We'll figure out the mechanics.
Okay. This is
We gotta
me,
kill
the
them.
player, forewarning you.
Are they very clearly like Voldranis Dominion?
You see the black and red signature look, and they have phoenixes on their chests. Yes, they are very clearly
Okay.
Voldranis Dominion.
So Vashos would lift up his crossbow and shoot at them.
Well, we need a
Oh,
stealth first,
All
right?
No, he's
Hold
not.
on.
He's not being stealthy. He's like, I see them. They're within range. I shoot them.
Oh, so we're just going for
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right. So no one is going to give. So no one's going to be doing any sneaking of any kind. You're
I
not going to wait for anyone
tried.
to sneak. You're just going to say, "Fuck it, we ball."
I'm apparently hiding
that's
behind.
what Vashos is doing because
Yeah. I'm apparently
they
hiding
killed
behind
his
Vashos.
Well,
mercenary companions yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to
Yes, he's not
hide,
waiting.
so
All right. Well, fuck it, we ball. Go ahead and take your aim at one of the Voldranis, at one of the Dominionis, and let loose your arrows. Give me one surprise round.
Ooh.
So surprise round is I get advantage. Is that
Yes.
what that means?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks. 12. Brutal.
Why is it only +3?
Oh, wait a second. I know. I get +6 on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. It should be your dexterity modifier, your proficiency, and I believe +1 is what
Oh,
repeating does.
I bet you it's because I bet you it's not attuned in D&D Beyond, or it's not attuned in the Forge. I bet you that's the issue. And this is his like what do you call it?
Yeah.
I get 2 magical items he can create or whatever. This is one of them, but I bet you it's not attuned to him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should have
Well,
been
I mean,
15, not 12.
it should have been a 15, not 12. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it still misses though.
Okay. And I'll figure out how to
So
attune this while we yeah.
the arrow flies right past the guy here in the center, and all three of them turn to look at you, and they just immediately, like, all three of them, and they start taking aim at you guys. Like, these guys, you all get the impression they are very disciplined. These guys are not fucking around. So go ahead, everyone, roll me initiative.
You need to start combat.
Well, I'm trying. I did start combat.
I don't know how do I. Okay, that doesn't give
I'm
me the
gonna
option
add
to roll
yourself.
initiative. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Is there something that I did wrong? Was that something I was
If you
supposed to-
select our tokens, there's the little shield next to it.
I-
That puts us in the initiative tracker.
Ah, I see.
Rolling my shit.
Sorry, guys. There we go.
Nope,
All right,
good.
now you can roll initiative.
Take the reroll.
I will not take the reroll.
Yeah, I had a 19 before.
Eh. It won't let me change it.
I gotta literally basically roll the same.
Yeah, am I able to go with my initial initiative
Yes,
roll
you
of
could go with your
19?
initial. Yeah, you could go with your initial.
I can't
You don't mind?
change it. I had an
Yeah.
11.
Okay. Hold on. So Anna had an 11, and then Vashos had a 19.
Yeah.
If we're taking the first, I had a 3.
You're taking the first, you had a 3.
I said if we are. If we can't, I'll take the 10. We have a choice.
You know what? Because I fucked up, I'll let you guys take the best one, whatever one you prefer.
Okay, Stellaris had a 19 for the best one.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Why did I do
So-
a longsword attack in the... What the fuck?
All right,
Attacking the
guys.
air.
So we started. Now let's begin the encounter. First off is Center, motherfucker. He does not like that you just shot at him, so he will take a shot back at you, Vashos. Vashos the Gray. He's going to. Let's see. Why aren't you showing me range, boy? Yeah, it's 80 feet. Because I am insecure and do not trust myself. Yeah, 70 feet. Let's fucking go, boy! So. He's gonna do his light crossbow at you. He's gonna roll. Ooh, for a
That's gonna hurt.
natural 20. No, wait, actually,
No,
I
it's
lied
not.
to you.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
a natural
19.
20. It's a 19. Yeah.
It's still gonna hurt.
Got me.
It's still gonna hurt.
Still gonna
Yeah, it's still
hurt.
gonna hurt.
You know what? I'm a silvery barbs that shit.
Ooh. Remind me again what Silvery Barbs does. I just know it's good for players, but I know DMs don't like it.
I wouldn't waste it, honestly.
You sure?
There'll be a time where one of them gets a crit that you need to silvery barbs, but I don't know, it's just
Okay.
me.
I take it
It
back.
forces them to reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you take it back. All right. So that's going to do
As long as it doesn't do 24 points of damage.
No, it's 8 damage though.
It's only 8 rats. I could handle two more groups of 8 rats.
Yeah, you can take 8 rats. And then, let's see, he's going to start moving towards you guys. No, actually, he's going to stay back and he's going to tell these two, go get them! And then he's going to stay. Oop, nope, 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 nope. This motherfucker. Hello? He's going to take a couple of steps back and let his buddies start going forward. So that's him. Stellaris, that brings us to you. What we doing, buddy? Alex?
Sorry, no, I was just thinking. Yep, okay. He's gonna target this motherfucker. And Tolkai is gonna cast Toll of the Dead.
All right. And are you targeting?
Yeah, I need a DC saving throw, please.
Excellent.
On
He's
that
terrible
dude.
at those. Ooh, he passes.
No damage then, I think. Right? That's how
No
that works.
damage. Yeah.
Well,
It's a save or suck.
I could do Spiritual Weapon, but I don't want to go all out on the first fight, you know? So, that's it.
All right. So spiritual weapon is a no. Uh, and you're ending your turn?
Oh, he's gonna go in front of
Okay.
Phage.
All right. Excellent.
Kind of giving him a little bit of cover. If that's
Perfect.
allowed, because he's a big
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, he is a big boy. Yeah. And I mean, he's meant to be your shield, so like I get mechanics for him.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Stellaris. Brings us to Vashos.
Oh, Vashos will take another shot with his crossbow. $19.
So that hits. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
12 points.
Ooh, very chunky. Very chunky. He did not like that. That did not feel very good.
He'll move over there and end his turn.
Brings us to buddies. So he's going to aim at the guy that just shot at him. So he's going to, let me see, how many feet of distance is this? He's not going to be able to make it. So he's going to take a couple of steps forward. 15, 20. Then he's going to aim at the guy that just tried to toll him. And we're going to light crossbow.
Tried to ring his bell.
For a 10, that misses.
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna move right on. Gonna come over here. Just try to get some guard from the rocks. And that ends his turn. All right, brings us to Anna.
Anna will, she stims, but in a different way. This time, she taps her pinky and her ring finger and her thumb against her chest, with the other two fingers folded down, and she will cast Heroism on herself.
And what does heroism do?
It
Perfect.
It gives me some temporary HP at the start of every
love
round.
that. We love some THP. Ooh,
15,
ever.
20, 25, 30, 35,
Start
40.
its turn. Very nice.
No, sorry. There we go. For a moment I forgot I don't have a speed of... I don't have a speed of zoom anymore.
feed him. Meow.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So that brings us to Phaedron. Faye, what are you doing?
Fei, I like that. Um, the this motherfucker, I'm gonna do a little firebolt situation. I assume a 14 misses.
It does miss, yes.
Well, that's it, folks. Next.
All right. No movement, no bonus action?
No, unfortunately.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
I could do
That
quicken
brings us to
spell.
Vorga.
And Vorgath is just going to run up to this motherfucker. He's going to pull out, as you see on his back, he's got a battle axe and warhammer, and on his hips he's got a long sword because motherfuckers get it out.
Oh man, he got that thing on
He's
him.
got that thing. He is going to pull out his long sword, and then it's going to mutter some incantations, draw a symbol in the air. It's going to burst into green flame, and he's going to do a green flame blade. Cantrip here.
All right.
So this one doesn't do anything special since there's only one of them, so I can just make a standard longsword attack using my intelligence. For
All right,
21,
for 21, yes, that hits. Do me some damage.
healing 9 points of damage.
Oh yeah, that'll do it, Donkey. That'll do. He did not like that very much. That did not feel very good. No. All right, that's your movement. That's your action. You trying to move out of the way a little bit, or are you trying to stay right where you are?
Let's see. Actually, judging by this guy, I'm actually going to take one more step over here. Kind of wiggle my tail, wiggle my ass at the other guys, like, come get it.
All right. You know what? For funsies, give me a performance check.
Yeah, no, it's very clunky. Like, I trip on my own tail.
That did not. That was not very enticing. If anything, he's just kind of offended. Like he's just like, oh.
It's
I
more
fucking
in the
generally
hips.
like-
It's more in the hips. You need to lower your center. That I can show you later.
Right, so that's them.
I'm up in a squat, gotcha.
But you already went ahead and you bloodied a couple of people, so we don't really like that very much. Let me see. This guy, he's gonna go protect his buddy. Or is he? No, we're gonna aim for the motherfucker that's aiming at Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain! So we're gonna go right over here. We're gonna aim for you. He's gonna use his light crossbow as well. For 15, that hits.
That hits.
And it's gonna do
Oof.
8 points of damage. Alrighty. And then he's going to.
Good thing we didn't start at level 1. Vashos would be down already.
He's gonna make his way over here to start approaching. And that's gonna be him. And now he's not gonna be going anywhere near you guys. If anything, he's going to take a couple of steps back, but 75, 80. Okay, so we're gonna move him over here. And he's going to still aim at you because his crossbow just barely reaches. And we're going to. For a 20, that hits.
That definitely hits.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that, like officially.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and give me your silvery barbs. Thank you very much. So we're going to re-roll that. And And it
Gotcha.
misses.
Yay!
Barely.
Thanks, Alex.
Just barely.
I got you, bro.
It gets the advantage.
Man. So that's gonna be him. And he's gonna take one more step back. Or a couple more steps back, and that's gonna be him to try to stay out of your guys' range because he's gonna try to protect himself, and he's gonna bark orders to these guys. Go in, and that's gonna be his turn. That brings us to Stellaris.
What did he shout?
All right.
He said? Go all in.
Okay.
All right. So Solaris is gonna sort of, kind of mumble to himself, almost like a weird foreign language, and he's gonna kind of a sigil, an odd sigil, kind of grows on his chest, and he's gonna look towards Vashos, and he's gonna do his channel divinity, and then kind of a stream of green energy escapes from the sigil and kind of goes around Vashos, and he's gonna do all the points of healing from channel divinity towards him. So that would be 15, I believe.
Excellent.
I'll
How are
take
you
it.
doing this up? Oh, very lovely. Oh, he's barely hurt. Look at him go.
Thank you.
Excellent. And is that Stellaris? Is he gonna make any movement?
He's gonna chill right there, you know?
He's gonna chill. He's gonna vibe. All right, nothing but vibes. Period.
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Vashos. Vashi, what are you doing?
Unfortunately, the guy did not move far enough away, or actually, fortunately, he is still within range of my repeating shot heavy crossbow. So
Unfortunately for him.
yeah, 21.
Doink.
All right, yeah, that hits. Go ahead, paint me a picture.
So he like taken a couple shots from him or from him and his buddy already, and just aim down the sight and pick him off like right through his eye. You know.
Boom. So the shot go ahead. He has a T open space on his helmet, and it just sinks in. Your shot sinks in right through that thin little slit, right into the eyeball, and he falls over dead. Goodbye. Splat. Get splattered.
He's gonna move over here.
All right, excellent.
Hey.
Sup? Yeah. Sup?
Love that.
Anna looks up,
All right, is that your
confused a
turn?
little bit, and then goes, the sky, I think.
Dear. Oh, sweet thing. Okay. So we're gonna move on to this guy. He's not doing very good. He's going to drop his crossbow, and he's gonna take out his short sword. He's gonna aim at you there, Vorgath, for 22. That hits.
Yeah, I'll let that hit.
You'll let that hit?
Yeah, I'll let that hit.
No, do you want to do something?
No, I'll let it hit.
Okay. Don't look so smug.
I think you can shield that if you want, but
I could, but
For
I'll take
10
it.
damage.
Yeah.
Alright, and he's gonna feel pretty comfortable with himself, so he's gonna move over here. Right here, actually. Just kind of skirt around you. And then that's gonna be his turn. Which brings us to Anna.
Yay! 5, 10, 15, 20. Whack. Fuck. There's a 16.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Alright. I will take one further step. And end my turn.
Alright, so. Alright. So that brings us to Phaedron. What you doing, Fei?
5, 10, 15, and I'm going to give myself advantage for my silvery barbs because that's another feature of it. Targeted is badly injured, and while he doesn't know, like, exactly their magical properties, but since there's a fire themed, probably a fire spell maybe not be the best idea. That's his logic.
Mm-hmm.
But what he is going to do is cast Chromatic Orb
Oh,
with a
get
little
chromium.
lightning, a little lightning action.
Ooh, okay. Very zesty. We like it.
I assume a
For
23 hits.
yes, it does. Roll me some damage.
14.
Man,
Awesome. Paint me a picture. How do you want to do this?
As the ball of lightning uh, goes at him, it just like completely electrifies his body until his skin is scorched.
Okay, some payback for song, I see. We're
Hmm.
getting scorchy.
And
So
I'm gonna go
he
hide behind my metal friend.
and you do that. And so he shrivels up and he did it. Oh my fucking god, he fucking did. Alright, so that's Fei Fei. Brings us to Vorgath. What you doing?
How close is he to the cliff? Is it still further away?
You guys are actually not near the cliffs. This is more. You guys are heading more deeper into the mountains.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is all rock.
Okay.
He's like barely at like the foot of it, but if he were to start stepping over here, he'd start gaining some elevation.
Okay. I'll just move over there. Do my fire sword attack again.
All right, Flamio Hotman, what's up?
We're 22.
Yeah, that hits.
We're 10 hits. No, I didn't have to target it.
There we go. So let's go ahead. Let's apply. All right, so he did not like that. He's not doing too good on that.
I'm just going to bonus action. Second wound.
Oh my. Get windy with it.
I get back 7 points.
Lovely. We love. Okay, is that the end of your turn? You want to move
That
on?
is me.
Okay. So now his turn to clap back. He sees you right in front. It debates whether to aim at your friends or to just go at you. And fuck it, he wants to challenge the 6 foot, almost 7 foot dragon guy in front of him. He drops his crossbow and he aims at a short sword. Which, speaking of Anna, the fallen soldier next to you, he had a crossbow on the floor if you wanted to pilfer that.
Yeah, because apparently in my inventory I have one single javelin.
Oh my. Well, there's a crossbow there for your pilfering.
Yeah!
So he's gonna, for a 26.
Well, that's a crit, so there's not much I can do about that.
I use my reaction to go, oof.
For only 6 damage.
Damage. He just kind of like, he gets right into the gap of the armor. I just kind of look at him and was like, really?
He looks up at you and goes, oh, fuck.
I'm gonna crush your head between my jaws while you're alive.
I thought you were gonna say thighs.
Me too.
I mean, he's not opposed to that idea.
Anna said that in character.
Is that more painful? I'm going for pain.
Alright, he's gonna
Yes.
risk, and he's gonna fucking book it, guys.
Okay, well.
5.
He's running away from me. I swing.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15.
Oh, I almost crit him back.
Very close, but yes, it hits. Go ahead
For 6.
for 6. Exactly what you needed. Paint me a picture.
Hey.
I kind of like, he goes to run away, and I hold up my arm so he just like runs onto my sword. And like, as the life leaves his eyes, I just kind of like lift him up towards my jaw. And like, just like, I know he's dying, so I'm just gonna make it look like I'm gonna bite him as he goes.
Oh man, I love that. That is great. Awesome. So that's us, guys. Congratulations, you guys had your first battle in this world.
yay!
Look at you guys go. So that was it for us. How's everybody feeling?
This is fun. I
Yes.
like it.
Yay.
What armor? What type of armor do they have? My chainmail gives me a
Yeah, can we
disadvantage.
loot these bitches? What do they got?
You can absolutely loot these bitches. Give me 1 second and I will pull up what they have.
The cape looks much warmer than what I have. I can wear it on top.
I have like all my notes in here. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give you guys some monies. I'm trying to pull up what I have them wearing. Um, you mostly see some personal effects on them, like you see like a smoking pipe, like you see, um, one of them has a letter from home tucked in his chest. As far as their actual armor goes, they're wearing studded leather armor. It just looks black. They just shined it real good with the emblem on it. So it is leather armor.
Okay.
Alright, and weapons?
As far as weapons goes, so you could steal the cloth if you wanted to. It does feel pretty thick and pretty warm, so it is like climate suitable for where you guys are at if you wanted to kind of help yourselves from the cold a little bit. You can go ahead and just so you guys know, this is a very distinctive Voldranis red. So if
Hmm.
you wanted to, you could go ahead and have it re-dyed and like remove the emblems and stuff like that with a little bit of effort. Just know that this is very recognizable Voldranis gear. Like these are the kind of guys like you know those lawyers that have literally everything embezzled with their initials on it? Like everything has their
Yes.
fucking initials and it's really obnoxious. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the Voldranis Dominion with literally everything. They have their own Voldranis swords, they have their own Voldranis bows. Like anything that you pilfer from them is going to be immediately recognizable as Voldrani Dominion,
Fantastic.
just so you guys are aware.
I take a big cloak and a crossbow and bolts.
Okay. So you take the crossbow. They also have short swords on them as well. So there's three short swords and three crossbows for the taken.
And
And
how many
then
bolts would they have?
between them, they have 8 gold pieces and they have 6 silver pieces. Not a lot of use for money up here in the mountains.
And how many bolts, like crossbow bolts, would they have, give or
20.
take?
They had 20.
I mean, not to be like a loot goblin, I'm happy to like strip them all so we can maybe like sell it for parts or something.
You are
Or like,
very high up in the mountains. You have a good sense. I'll give this to you for free. The monks are not going to purchase this off of you guys. They're monks. They don't do materialistic. So if you do carry it with you in an attempt to sell, you will be carrying it for a very long time. And considering that it's Voldranis, you will have a very tough time finding a buyer.
What type of crossbow is it?
Light crossbow. Light crossbow and short sword, all of them.
alright. Then maybe we'll take the cloaks at least for warmth, the money, and the bolts, unless
Yeah.
anyone else. Um, oh, does our artificer want to take some of the weapons to do some tinkering? I don't know if that's a thing that interests you.
No, it doesn't really do any. It doesn't really do anything to help him, but he would take one of the cloaks and stick it in his backpack in case it comes in handy later.
There is also some dice, and there is also a very tiny half drank flask of cheap whiskey.
Yeah, but yeah, the weapons don't really do anything helpful for him that I'm aware of. It's my first day, so I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
All right, awesome, guys. But yeah, that's what you find in the loot. Um, yeah, just really, it's mostly personal effects, a little bit of money, and then their cloaks. Their cloaks are probably the most valuable considering the quality of the cloth. But yeah, you guys will definitely be warmer at least.
All right. I take handfuls of dirt because this is a big phoenix on it, right?
Yeah,
And I just start
big golden
mushing
phoenix.
dirt into this phoenix.
Oh my. So you can find a little bit of mud and you can find some dirty snow, so you can definitely dirty that thing up pretty good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And with a little bit of time, and this could be your campfire project if you so wish it, you can use a dagger or anything else that's sharp to kind of start unstitching the phoenix emblem off of it permanently.
All right.
Yes.
So I'm taking notes. We take the monies, the crossbow bolts, the cloaks. We'll take the whiskey because why not?
Mhm.
And
Because
then
it's what you're talking
Anna
about.
took a crossbow.
I take the
Is
letter.
that and the letter?
One of them had a letter to
Okay.
his family or something like that.
Yeah, it was a letter from home.
Mhm.
You read it, and it is basically him telling his lover that they are missed and that they hope that the awakening is coming soon so that he can be home with her.
I make sure to get a really good look at this guy's face for no particular reason down the road. I'm sure it won't come up at all.
Okay, you get a really good look at this guy's
Like I'm
face.
I'm checking the guys cuz we're like stripping them down. I'm checking the guy for any distinguishing marks as well.
Okay, can you give me an investigation check in that
Sure.
case?
I stim.
Yeah, stim that thing. Oh, you got this guy down. Like if you were to be told by the police or the Voldronis Dominion to like replicate this man in a police lineup, like you absolutely could.
All right. New face acquired and it has a name.
His name is no.
His
His
name is
name is
No.
Ian.
Ian. Okay.
One of the guys that I was about to like open my mouth and say was Barack, and I'm like, his name is not Barack. It is not Obama.
All right.
So that's what happened to him.
Afterwards, I'm just gonna start defacing this guy's head so that like he's unrecognizable.
Oh my. All right. You take the time to do that, or you doing it in a rush, or
I'm gonna bring him with me if I have to, with like in like a headlock with a rock in the other hand, just whomp, whomp.
oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, these guys had helmets
Well,
too. I will grab a helmet and put it in my backpack just in case.
okay. You take a Boldrani helmet. The helmet doesn't have any sigilism on it. It's just a very recognizable black.
All right.
All right. You little Luke Goblin still going?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
After the battle, Vashos would go to the rest of the party saying, "I'm sorry for, attacking as soon as we saw them, but I had to get revenge for my compatriots that were slaughtered in the village."
Next
Is
time we coordinate as a group.
is
He just
revenge
said,
Look for yourself.
is
Doesn't bother me.
So you guys all spoke on top of each other. So Vashos is like, "Thumbs up."
is
We're
is
good.
is revenge something that you guys do? I don't know a
in this
lot,
ca-
so
in in this case, yes, I had to do it for my brothers.
for your brothers.
next
Yes, my brothers at arms. Brother at arms. Yeah, brothers at arms.
Just because they were your brothers, or did you like them, or
Yes.
okay?
Anna is iconic. We love Anna.
You read the shit. I'm just saying.
I did. I read the shit. I did read the shit. It's great. It's great. Um. So. Tis over the sting. All right. So you guys keep going. And you kind of as you're leaving, you realize that hey, the refugees are gonna come through here. at some point and there's children with them and women, do you really want them to see everything bloodied up like this? Do you take care to move them out of the way? Because they are going to see this.
I'm actively beating a guy's face in with a rock.
Polaris is gonna move the bodies. I mean, there's no cliff, but I guess maybe behind some rocks, and then Phaedron's
You
gonna use
can
the roll.
you could dump them over here if you wanted to.
Yeah, Solaris is gonna do that, and then Phaedron's gonna clean up the blood with his little cantrip. So spotless.
Anna will ask
Yeah.
why they are doing this. Not like, why
Phaedron
are
will.
you doing this? Just like, I don't know things. Why are you doing this?
One, to cover our tracks. Two, not to upset the villagers. They have children.
And children means people shouldn't be made upset.
In a sense, yes. It's the kind thing to do.
I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of things.
I'm starting to suspect that. Not to sound rude, but it's just like very like matter of fact. Like
No, it's I don't take offense at it. I had some mental problems for a little bit, and now I don't understand things, but I'm trying to learn. The last time I tried to learn, I don't think I found the right people to teach me, and it didn't go well. So I'm just trying to learn.
sounds like you raised yourself. Is that an accurate assessment?
I was raised in a cult.
Phaedron's gonna like his
Horcrux.
eyebrows go up.
I won't say
What kind of cult?
not a very good one. I'm not gonna say to who, but it wasn't very good. And I was unsatisfied with the answers I was given when I asked why we were doing the things we did.
Phaedron's just gonna be like, well, glad you got out of it? Question mark. Like,
Well, I hope so. But if anyone, they shouldn't be able to recognize me. So if somebody does, I'm going to be very surprised. But this giant bat thing, I think it was a bat. It I don't know. It's not a bad thing. It's a thing that helped me understand some things and helped me leave.
seems like this is something we need to unpack later.
She looks a little confused at the terminology, but shrugs. Bobs her head
Unpack.
amiably, like, okay.
I also forgot because I'm just double checking my notes to make sure I didn't forget anything. Um, also, just so you guys know, if you had lasted, like, if you had made this go one more round, there would have been reinforcements. So,
Ooh,
good
slay.
job, guys.
Yeah,
Could
and-
Solaris do a survival check to see if there's more tracks?
Yeah, I didn't see any giant
Um,
ducks, so I don't know.
Yes, you could go ahead and you could do another survival check. And also on the captain himself that you guys killed, as because I mean you guys were more towards like the first two guys and you went to the captain last. But you would have found a folded piece of parchment on him. It was scout's orders.
Ooh.
And so it says Patrol Route 7. Watch for monetary scouts. Captain Wren wants all shrines mapped before the general arrives. Do not, in all caps, do not breach any seals without mage support. Last team that tried is dead. Glory to the Awakening. Signed, High Command. I will put that in the chat for y'all.
Woo!
Phaedron's gonna look at oh my god, what's his name? Vorgath, sorry. I wanted to say like Kaz, but that's not correct. What is this awake?
Wargath is Typhon.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Vorg. Oh my god. Who's something with a V?
Vash.
Was it?
No,
It's
PC
okay. We're
with
Yeah.
Vash the Stampede. He's got the gun and everything.
Yep.
Monochrome Vash
What
the
is-
Stampede.
What is this awakening? Do you have any idea what that means? Seems like you're more familiar with this group than most.
Do you want to give me a history check, Kaz? Okay. So
I would need,
you would
I would need
know-
Amelie to tell me anything about it because I don't know what I
Yeah.
know about this group.
you would know enough that you've been hired pretty routinely over the last several months to protect against Dominion forces. And you would know that they were always on and on about the awakening. Like, the awakening is their purpose, but you don't exactly know what it is because you never asked questions. You just know that that's like their main goal, their main prerogative.
Astros would share that information.
So this awakening, it sounds kind of culty and religious. Can I stim and try and think if I've heard anything about this, if this rings any bells in my very empty head?
Yes, you can.
Yeah!
You of course are an expert on cults.
Yes, exactly.
15. So you would know that it's a dragon cult. You would know that the awakening refers to trying to awaken the god, the fallen god that they are praying to. However, the name is eluding you, but you know it's that guy. It starts with like an A or an E or something,
That is
and it's dead.
that is literally what Anna says. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's the god, some dead dragon god, whose name I don't know, Steve."
His name is Steve. It is. You got it 100% right. But yes, you
they're,
can.
they're trying to wake him up.
Phaedron is gonna look at Vorgath this time, and I mean Tython. This time, and just ask, are dragons worshipped as gods in this realm? Typically.
Yes, that's an accurate assumption. They're not technically divine beings, but they are next thing to. And, well, they do have mortal desires, so they do pop down every now and again.
Phaedron's gonna raise his brow. Why would anyone worship a dragon? It's so odd. This realm is weird.
This realm is so fucking weird.
You might as well ask why a bard would want to fuck one.
Ask myself a while.
Vorgath is like, don't knock until you try it. All right. Oh, sorry. With the roll of 14, does Solaris notice any more tracks of potential soldiers slash?
Sorry. Yes, absolutely. So you do notice more tracks, and they are heading up the path. So you can tell that they were actually coming from this way. You guys were coming up from this way. So they were actually there's more tracks going up in this direction.
So we're all going the same direction.
And is that like the only
Yes.
and this is like the only path, right? Straight ahead, pretty much.
There is this path as well that's kind of off the beaten one. You get the impression that this is where they came from.
Hmm.
Clear that the Dominion is ahead of us already. We should make haste to see if the monastery needs our help.
I agree.
Okay.
Let, let us away.
So what path are you guys going? Are you going up where the soldiers first came from, or are you going up towards the boot tracks?
Boot tracks, I think.
I agree. Yeah, the main path.
Excellent. So you guys continue up this way, and you continue to follow the tracks. They're getting kind of lost in the snow at this point, but you're still able to see them pretty clearly. They're just not as clearly because, I mean, there's just so many of them. And as you keep walking for about another almost an hour, you smell it first. And it smells like smoke and like leather. And there's a small clearing up ahead. As you enter the clearing, there are a ton of red banners with the phoenix symbol that you guys all recognize as the Voldranus Dominion hanging from stakes. There's a dead campfire, and it's still a little warm. There's also 2 collapsed tents and blood in the snow. And you can tell just from looking at it that no one is here, that they all left in a hurry. Let me actually show you where we are.
I will immediately steal a bedroll and a small 2-person tent, if at all possible.
Give me uno segundo, por favor. Gotta drag everybody onto the scene.
If you drag the folder, it grabs everyone.
Oh, well then. I should have just done that from the beginning. No, it doesn't, you liar. It does not. You lied to me. Sorry, guys, I thought I prepped this scene already for you, but apparently I did not. Anyways. Where are my scenes? Here you are. Woo. So this is the camp that you guys see. There's 2 major tents. Again, no one's here because they all left in a hurry. Does anyone care to investigate?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the Vashas want to investigate,
Ground
and specifically, he'd be looking to see if he could figure out how many people would have been in this camp, roughly.
Yeah. So, I want you guys to go ahead. Somebody roll me an investigation check and somebody roll me a survival check. I don't care who, but somebody.
Vashos will do investigation, though. I guess other people in this party probably have better
I will
investigation. Cause...
stim, but I will tap Vashos instead, so give yourself guidance. It's interesting. It feels, for a moment, you hear almost like a soundless song.
Yeah. So it would have been 19 then instead of 16.
Awesome. Okay. Look
And
at
I
you
believe
guys
that was a nat.
rolling
I believe that
incredible.
was a nat 20 for Stellaris.
Nope.
Was
That was a
it?
15.
No,
It was a 15.
kidding. Sorry.
Second. So what you guys find? So first, Stellaris, just because it's, well, briefer. So Stellaris will end up seeing that there's drag marks that lead to a cliff edge and over. So somebody got dragged over the edge. And you can see that this camp was attacked, actually, and that the survivors fled. That's what Stellaris can pick up.
Now, so it
yes.
seems like someone attacked the Dominion.
Yes, somebody
Is that-
attacked the Dominion camp.
Yeah.
Yes. So they were attacked. And then for Vashos, what you find, So you're kind of going through the tents. You can see that one of them was like a larger command tent, and you can see that the other one was kind of like a rooming tent to sleep in. So one was for work, one was for sleep. Um, you, as you're rifling through everything and you're seeing the bedrolls and stuff like that, which yes, you are all able to pilfer if you so desire.
Yay.
Uh, you can make out that this was a smaller deviation of about 15,
Yeah.
but this was a pretty large group at one point. As you guys can see from how big the camp is and how big the tents are in comparison to you. um as you're rifling through everything, let me ask you, are you going into the actual tents, or who's going into the tents,
I will go into a
if
tent.
anyone is?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we would. I think we'd be searching the tents for anything of value or a note.
Yes. I would
Yeah.
like to take the opportunity to swap from a lamp to a hooded lantern, if at all possible.
You go ahead and you do that.
Yay.
Phaedron, Phaedron's gonna look at these crates to see if there's anything of interest slash valuable.
Yeah. So what you guys find all across, like through your tents, through your crates, through shuffling through, um, first you find one healing potion. Then you find a spyglass. So that, I mean, depends on who y'all want to give it to, but it's going to give you an advantage on perception checks when you're trying to look at things from a distance. And you find a flask of strong whiskey
Ooh.
for whoever wants to be the alcoholic of the group.
Someone grab the last bottle of alcohol. I'll take this one.
You go and you do that, you little 18-year-old. You do that.
Hmm.
And then you find 20 silver in the personal effects of the personal tent, of this personal tent. However, when you guys go into the command tent, or what used to be the command tent, you do find a journal. And it's bloodstained, and there are a couple of entries. There's actually 3 days worth of entries. The first entry says, Day 14. Found another shrine. Mage tried to open it. Jorvik and Marissa just collapsed. Couldn't breathe. Captain says we move on. The next entry says, Day 15. I hear whispers on the wind. Words I can't understand. Doris saw something in the clouds last night. Something big. And then the last entry. Day 16. Heading to Skyfall Monastery tomorrow. Full assault. I just want to go home. That's what you find in the journal.
Neat.
Do we get a sense of how long this camp has been here and how long they have left?
From the survival and investigation checks, well, for first of all, the campfire is warm. So this is like fresh put out not too long ago. They honestly could not be far. You do get the impression that this is actually where the soldiers from earlier came from. So this is where they were originating from. As far as how long the camp has been here, this looks established, but it doesn't look like it's been here for weeks. This is really only a couple of days.
No.
And you can easily surmise that it's probably only been 3 or 4 days, if anything. Probably the length of the journal.
No.
Is there any sign of drakes? Anna is looking for duck prints. Or duck feed.
Duck. Okay. Roll me a survival check at disadvantage.
Yeah, because I know there's not actual ducks, but, like, I'm just saying.
I know. Roll me a survival check at disadvantage. She doesn't know things.
Correct.
Okay. Oh my. Well, with an 11, you do see animal tracks, and they are kind of around the drag marks that go over the cliff. But you think these don't look like ducks?
That
I don't
is
really know what kind of. I don't know what this is. But Stellaris would recognize that these are in fact drakes.
okay. Well,
These
haven't
are the
haven't
duck
found any
prints.
ducks, so I don't know.
Those are just big duck prints.
Oh, is that okay?
These are land ducks, so they don't quite got the webbing.
Oh,
No, they're air ducks.
that makes a lot of sense.
I think they're just
Ooh, do
rotting.
drakes even have wings? I thought they were land-based.
Oh, you know what? I might be thinking wyverns.
Those are the
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So the drakes are wingless, yes.
Okay.
They're like lizard dogs, basically, I feel like.
Yeah, they're lizard dogs. They're about the size of wolves.
Let's adopt one. We'll get one eventually. I feel like that's gonna be the vibe.
Oh my god. If you guys overtake a fucking Dominion War Drake, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to mentally prepare myself for that, because I know you guys are gonna fucking try it.
Well, we need mounts to ride, so
It's true.
They're the size of wolves. They're just very large dog shapes. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to ride it. If you were small
We can
creatures,
make a
maybe.
sled.
I'm super light. I think I could ride a wolf.
I can get down to 4 feet in height.
You guys are ridiculous. Oh my goodness. But yes, so that is the Dominion camp. That is what you find. So you're finding lots of monies. You're finding lots of personal effects. You found the journal. Do you take the journal with you, or do you leave it here in the camp?
I'd say take
Yes,
it with us.
100%.
Okay, so you take it with you. Do you do anything else in the camp, or do you head out?
I don't know. Is there any
I'd say
food?
yeah.
If
You
there's
could have.
any food, there's probably some rations. To be honest with you.
Okay, I'm gonna put them on a crate that's very easily visible for the people who are theoretically following us.
Yes, because they will encounter this. Rude. They will encounter this camp at one point. Okay. So you will leave some rations. There's about 8 rations that you find, and you can place them right here on top of the crates.
All right.
Sure.
Either
So
they'll
you guys
get it
keep
or
pushing?
animals will.
Well, we gotta find out. So, you guys all head out?
Yeah.
All right. You leave. We're back onto the mountain pass. You were kind of passing through like the innermost side of the mountain, but as you guys continue the path, it's kind of leading back out to the surroundings again. You guys got to make it all the way over here. But the path has become this ledge carved into the face of the cliff. So to your right, there's a drop of hundreds of feet that is now becoming very familiar as the wind howls through it. And the stone that's ahead is cracked from a recent rock slide. And there's gaps where the path has fallen away. So, translation, skill challenge, motherfuckers. I'm making y'all use your fictional dice today.
Anna sees this and goes, "Shit, rope."
So, you guys are going to have to give me some checks. And I will tell you that this is a skill challenge. You gotta, I'll tell you this for free. You've got to pass 3 times before you fail 3 times.
Anna
Can I
throws.
use my shape water to try to like use ice to like
Fill in some of
even
the
things
gaps.
out?
Anna has rope.
Okay. Are you using the ice, or are you using the rope? Or are you using both? What are we using?
Other things to give us advantage on whatever these checks are.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
I'm gonna abuse my cantrips. I'm gonna warn you right
that
now.
is valid. That is totally valid. So you can use your ice to give everyone advantage on one check, and you could use your rope, give everyone advantage on another check.
Okay, I would
Okay.
like
But
to.
that means,
Yeah,
uh
I'd
huh.
like to secure the rope so it's left behind for the villagers.
Okay. You can do that. Go ahead and secure it to one end. I'm gonna say that the rough path starts around here, here, and here.
Excellent.
So you just have to make sure that you secure the rope on these three sections, and the villagers will be able to use it. They're not that far behind you, so the ice will stick by the time that they pass it. So they will be fine to cross as long as you guys lay the path for them.
Sounds good. And Stellaris is gonna go last, but he's gonna give everyone a little tap on the shoulder as they do their checks for guidance.
Okay. So the first check is gonna be acrobatics. Do you guys want me to tell you the DC, or do you want me to leave you in suspense?
Suspense, even though I
I'm
hate it.
so good at acrobatics.
So
All right.
is it icy what we're walking over? Is that the issue, or
Oh shit.
Okay. Everyone will get advantage. Yes, it is icy, but it will. I'm not going to say that it's like sleek ice. I'm going to say that it's like hardened snow, like just really hard snow.
Exactly.
so would you allow Shows to use his Tinker's magic to create the things he puts on, like you put on the like
Crampons?
spiky boots on the
Oh yeah,
crampons. Yeah.
yeah. You can create crampons. That's fine.
Where is that feature? So it's not
Cool.
specifically on
So
the
now
list, but that's why I asked
no,
you to
that's
elaborate.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, those
that's
iron spikes,
Yeah.
which same thing,
Yeah. Okay.
basically.
yeah.
So
That's cool.
Vashos would create a pair to put on his feet then to help him walk. So
Okay, perfect. So you guys go ahead and you make it across. The first one is acrobatics. So Anna, you pass.
Yeah.
Everyone gets advantage on this one. We're gonna say because of the
ouch.
rope.
That
Ooh,
sucks.
on advantage. Okay, that's
Yeah.
one fail.
2 5s.
Wow.
Apparently Vashos sucks.
Good
So
thing we have a rope.
yeah. Channeling my inner Pavel.
Oh yeah, we love it. Okay. And then what about Stellaris? Yeah. Okay. Everyone but Vashos passes.
Yay!
Bye,
Instead,
Vosh.
Vashos just actually passes.
Vashos
From
goes
this
and cliff
world.
dives off the mountain, and his twin brother Zapshos shows up to
So as you're walking across the ice, you have a little bit of a close call. There was just one section of ice that your crampons were just too sharp on, and it just ends up shooting right through. But thankfully, you're light enough that the rest of the ice surrounding it does not crumble underneath you, and you just hold on to the rope. So your leg goes through, and you had a little bit of a scare, but you are okay, and you do make it across. Okay. The
Woohoo.
next check is going to be athletics. So everyone give me an athletics check, and this one's also going to be at advantage.
That's slightly better.
Are you fucking kidding? I got a 21. That's crazy. Sorry. Just that shouldn't be a thing.
For a nat 20 and a nat 1, that's crazy.
Oh, do I
Okay.
get inspiration?
You do get an inspiration.
Yes.
You get a treat. So you get a treat. I'm going to call them treats now. That's canon now.
Excellent.
So you get a treat. And everyone passes. Congratulations. Vashos, you barely passed. You barely passed, my boy.
Hey,
You are not
C's
having a
get
good time.
We
degrees.
just like tie him to us so he doesn't fall off.
Yeah. C's get degrees.
We'll take it. All right.
I am anchoring and securing this rope as we go as best I can.
And if we need
Yes.
more rope, you can use mine.
Hey.
I mean, it's not in my Forge inventory, but it's in my D&D Beyond territory or inventory. Not everything transferred.
Well, actually, if we need more rope, Vashos can create rope. It's only good for
Ooh.
24 hours, but he can create rope.
Yeah, I noticed
Okay.
that. It was in my D&D Beyond, but not in my other thing. I deleted it
Alright.
now because I'm not keeping it, but
But yeah, so you guys, you balance across very carefully. You climb the cliff face very gently. Now there's just one last bit to go,
Y'all ready for all of us
and
to
I need
fail?
you guys to give me a survival, and everyone needs to give me a straight roll.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the best roll I've had so far.
Nat 20. Woohoo!
hey!
I'm not the worst. Woo!
That stimming for
All right.
guidance saving my ass.
We love it though. We love you surviving. Just barely. We love you just barely surviving. Yes, Stellaris. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody failing today. Everyone's avoiding avalanches. I would have thrown an avalanche at you if you failed.
Oh
Um,
I knew you
yes.
would.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I really was. I had this avalanche prepared. I just needed Vashos to fuck up one more time. But it's okay. So, you guys all pass. Congratulations. No avalanches today. One by one, you all cross safely, and solid ground awaits you on the far side. And you all just kind of take notes like, damn, like, these monks must jump easily over these fucking things if they're, like, not even worried about this. But you know that this is recent. So you just can't help but think about the villagers, the refugees that are gonna have to cross this. Think about the old man. Think about the lady with the baby. But they're thankfully going to have a much easier time now that you guys laid the groundwork with the ice and with the rope. So anyone feel like any betrayals, pushing anybody over the edge or anything like that? No.
I push them all over and just go jump by myself.
Anna is in
Rude.
rehab,
They're all
basically, so no.
so look at you all go. You all survived.
Ah! My ass is hanging out over the cliff.
Anna falls.
There you guys go. You all survived. I'm
Talk
very
about a
proud of you
betrayal.
all.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Thank you for
Top
letting me
10
abuse my cantrips. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. I'm all about the rule of cool. Are you kidding me?
Get it? Because it's shape water and ice?
Boo. Boo, I say. But yes, are there any conversations that are had as you all continue through?
Ooh, would there be any? I mean, it's a long shot because it's literally a mountain. But are there some like maybe medicinal herbs around?
Not here, no.
Okay.
Anna is
But
just
you have
waiting
a feeling
for...
the monastery would have them.
Yeah, just because I feel like I can, because I'm an alchemist as well. Like I'm proficient in that, and I have this the tools. I can make stuff.
Nice. Anna's
I
waiting
went
to be
to
told
school for this.
when to unpack. She doesn't really know what it meant, so she's just waiting to be told when.
Constantly holding the backpack, hand on the lid, like.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why
Like,
she
I'm
found
ready.
the
I'm
rope
ready to
so
unpack.
quickly.
I'm
If
ready to go.
anyone has seen the anime The Outcast, Feng Ho Ho is kind of where Anna is at mentally at the moment.
Dead. Um, quick sidebar. How's everyone doing on time?
I
I'm
am
good.
We're still doing okay.
Yeah, still doing okay? Do you guys want to keep going or do you guys want to start wrapping up or how do we feel?
I'm
game
good
to
for
keep
about another hour.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do feel like we should talk event. I don't know if we want to do that now or towards the end, but like a backup plan, since Stingles may not have
Yes.
Sunday.
Alternate scheduling, but yeah, we can cover that in a moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I still have a little bit more prepped for this session. So it's just kind of up to you guys if like if you're not in a rush, if we can like go ahead and finish up like what was prepped for the session.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to force you guys to keep going if we're like hard pressed for time.
Oh, such a
No,
hardship.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
I'm
good for
good.
time today.
Okay,
I'm having
cool,
fun.
cool. Yay! Okay, that makes me happy. Especially because, like, I worked hard, Um, but yeah, so as you guys crest the final ridge, there, carved in the mountain itself, is Skyfang Monastery. Um, and let me actually go ahead and take you guys over there.
Mm.
So you guys arrive to the monastery. Its pale silver stone rises in graceful spirals and open into the sky. At its heart, you notice that there is an enormous silver bell that's hanging from carved dragon bone. And there's a bunch of blue and white banners that are just fluttering about in the wind. Um, the thing that's a little unsettling is that you notice that the monks are just rushing across bridges and carrying supplies. And you also notice that there are weapons racks in the courtyard. Um, you realize very easily that this monastery is preparing for a war. As you guys arrive, let me see, do I have a picture for this? I feel like I do. Oh, I have a couple. But anyways, as you guys arrive, you see that scuttering about, looking kind of like a chicken with his head cut off, is a very young monk. And he looks maybe like he's 18 years old. Like he is a young boy. But he hurries over with relief flooding his face as soon as he sees you guys. It's just like this moment of like looking at you, concern, a little bit of a thought process, and then just as soon as the recognition comes over, it's just relief. Um,
Hey.
Let me go ahead and show you guys this little twink. Um,
He's
so
adorable.
this is who you see. And he says, "You're here. Oh, thanks, Solarion, you're here. I'm Brother Taban." And he bows a little too deeply, and he loses his balance a bit. He's just a little too eager. But his nervous hands are just fidgeting with some prayer beads. And he tells you guys, Master Zafira, she's expecting you. Let me show you around while you guys get in and get settled. The evening bell
Well,
is going to ring soon, so you wouldn't want to miss that.
well, Phaedron
Okay.
kind of motions to the monk. Thank you for receiving us. There are a group of villagers that are on their way. We scouted ahead. There seem to be three, well, Dominion soldiers. We quickly dispatched them, but I would feel more comfortable if the villagers were also here, who are seeking
Of
refuge.
course.
You should show him the
Of course,
book.
of course. Do you?
It was Anna's
Yeah,
Maybe
idea.
the
I
main
grabbed
chief.
it.
Everyone spoke at once, huh? Yes, no?
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
like, should we wait for the villagers or should we go back? I don't know.
Ah, well, he was about to say that he's gonna go ahead and he's going to send a group after them to make sure that they get in safely.
As for showing the book, I think it was recommended that we show it to the head honcho instead.
That would make more sense to me, but
Yeah.
that's up to you guys if you feel differently.
Anna just kind of shrugs.
I think we should go talk to the person that invited us here by the letter, right? So
Yes, Master Zafira, she'll be here shortly. Um, we're going to have the ceremony in a moment. Why don't I go ahead and I get you guys settled in while we start preparing for the ceremony. She never misses the ceremony. You'll meet her then. I actually don't know exactly where she is. She's been really busy with preparations.
But you guys are gonna get attacked today,
We're what?
I think.
Oh, oh, dear Solarian. Um, let's try to go find. Let's go try to find Master Zafira. We need her to see this. I don't know where she is right now, but we can walk around and we can try to find her.
I
That
think she's
works.
over there. I see her. I see her on the stairs. I'm pretty sure.
actually not her.
Oh, I just assumed that was her.
It's not her. No.
Uh, Never mind.
So
False alarm.
And then Anna
false
pauses and goes,
alarm.
I mean, it could be tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, we should tell Zafira anyway. I mean, this will be important. Um, let's try to go find her, and I suppose I can give you a quick tour of the temple while you're here as well. And he's just still fidgeting with his prayer beads. Like, you notice that he's kind of like he's doing the Catholic thing where he rubs every single bead and he just goes on to the next one, and then he goes on to the next one. Um, he is very nervous. He's very sweet, but just you can tell from the environment that it just has him really unsettled.
Can I insight to see if he is a traitor?
Yes, you can.
There is one amongst.
You can tell that he is, especially given like his demeanor, he's really new to this. You're getting more less traitor and more new monk that doesn't know what war looks like and that has him unsettled.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, he's not giving you traitor vibes. He's really nervous and he's looking around at everything nervously, but it's more like being overly vigilant as opposed to being cagey. So, Taven kind of just beckons you in and asks you all to follow him. And I assume that you all do, unless you have any um, complaints.
I feel like joining the Dominion.
We kill all the
Yeah.
we kill all the monks.
So-
I whip out
We're the
my
bad
helmet
guys.
and cloak.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm joking.
You guys begin to walk into the temple, and he starts to give you a tour. Kind of as we're walking, you get the feeling that him talking like a tour guide is more for his own sake rather than yours. Kind of to keep himself distracted, if anything. And so, as you're walking, Taven points out. He points over to this woman over here, and he says, "That severe-looking woman over there in the deep blue robes, she's Sister Morel." And you look at her, and she's guarding an entrance to the library, and she has like hawk-like eyes that are just watching these monks that are handling these tomes going in. And she does not look like she trusts them at all. Like, she's just very stern. And he turns to you guys and says, "She's our head librarian, so she's very protective of our archives." And then you guys keep walking over. He starts leading you over this way and up the stairs. And as you pass, he points out to this older man over here. And he says, "That's Elder Korath. He's 97 years old. And he says that he can see the visions. Just visions. And it's this very ancient man that he's just meditating in a hall. And his beard is all the way to his waist. And if you look and listen very closely, you hear the subtle ring of wind chimes, even though there actually isn't any bit of a breeze around him. So you get the vibe that like just his energy itself is like that compelling. So as you keep walking upwards, everyone just kind of follows suit and follows Taven. Unless you guys have any questions or anything like that.
Nope. Phaedron's just going to gently remind him about sending a group to find the villagers.
Yeah, he did. He would have done that as soon as like you guys started walking.
Okay, slay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the villagers are taken care of. No worries about the refugees, I promise. DM's honor.
As a
I'll
DM.
hold you to it.
There is no honor.
Aw, you guys are supposed to believe me. No, but he does send out the group over. Like he would have you would have whispered to like this guy as like you guys passed by, explained the refugee situation, and there would have been a group of like five of them to go out after them.
Yay.
So you guys continue, and he kind of leads you up these stairs, and eventually like you're going to be kind of like overlooking the entire site, and you guys can see everyone just running around. You see everyone preparing, and though you can't really tell if they've gotten the warning already, they look like they already know about the Dominion. Maybe not to the detail that you guys have discovered, but they know that there's a target on their back. And Taven tells you like just go ahead and wait here, and I think Master Zafira will be here soon. Just give me a moment. I can go find her.
Question.
And he leaves you.
But
Yes.
I have a question. No, come back.
Oh. Sorry, I thought it was a DM question.
No.
Yes, and he turns around before he leaves.
Are they a dragon?
Master Zafira?
Yes.
N- no. She's not a dragon. Goodness, no. But our god is a dragon. Solarian, our lord.
Oh. Okay.
He is the breath of life, he says. And he says it very reverently and very warmly. Um,
I'm
it
sure he
was that
is.
all?
Yep. That was all.
You would see Morgath roll his eyes pretty hard.
That's crazy. You're literally a dragon. So he goes off, he scuttles off to find Sister or Master Zafira, not Sister Zafira, that's crazy. Um he's basically led you all up here to like overlook the bell and the courtyard. Do you guys say or do anything while you wait, or you're just all kind of standing around awkwardly in silence?
So you remember that pipe we
Phaedron's
found?
gonna enjoy the view.
Whoa, what?
I was just gonna say I'm just enjoying the view. It's quite pretty. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's very beautiful, and it's actually about to be sunset. Um, I mean, finally reaching the top of the mountain and being able to see everything below you, it's definitely breathtaking. Um, and as the sun begins to set, the monks gather around in the courtyard, and they're all still wearing their, pale blue robes, blue and white, or some variation of the kind. Um, they stand silently before the great silver bell, and as you guys are watching them gather, you see a woman approach you, and she has silver blue hair adorned with crystals and robes of white and blue silk embroidered with dragons. And she stands utterly still as she approaches you. Um, but she has a kind smile, but you can tell that there is worry behind her eyes. And you recognize this without even needing introduction, that this is Zafira. And I'm not going to bother showing you guys Zafira because, I mean, you guys already saw the landing page. Spoiler, that's Zafira.
Ooh, okay.
Um, yeah, that's Zafira. Um, but she gestures for you guys to observe the bell. And with that, as you kind of follow her gaze, the monks begin to hum a very low tone that's vibrating in your chest. And Zafira finally speaks to you, and she says, "The evening bell honors Solarion's sacrifice, the day he sealed away the silence with his final breath. And to ring this bell is to affirm that we are still here, and that the sky is still enduring." And as she says that, there's monks that they begin to grasp the ropes around the bell, and they begin to pull. And the bell rings, and it's very deep, and it just resonates in your bones. The note just rolls across the mountains, just kind of echoing off of each other. There's wind chimes that are swirling around, echoing it in harmony, and the distant peaks echo back the chime and the bell until the whole range of the mountain is singing. And the monks all bow as one, and Zephyra says a small prayer in Draconic as the ceremony ends. Does anyone speak Draconic?
Yeah,
Yep.
I do.
Oh, right.
Ashes
Okay,
does,
so we
yeah.
have a couple.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of Draconic people. So you
Yeah.
guys would recognize the prayer to say, "The sky endures, and the wind remembers." So she has shown you guys a ceremony, and she turns to you all and she says, "I thank you so deeply for your presence here, and I know it must not have been easy to get here. We have a lot to discuss. Would you mind following me?"
Yeah, we follow.
Yep.
Just
Okay.
just giving
Dragon, she's
everyone
gonna
some
do that.
space. Just don't want to talk over you guys. Just want to make sure everyone, gets to get their thoughts out. Um, but yeah, so Zafira leads you guys up a spiral staircase, and it's over to a balcony that is literally just jutting out from the monastery's highest level. As you guys were traveling up through the temple, I mean, it looks very beautiful, but it's all very white and blue and silver. Like it looks very pure, and almost kind of like I don't really want to dirty anything, like am I supposed to be here? Um, but it feels quiet and kind of like the air of peacefulness to it, but you can tell that everyone is really unsettled. Uh, Let me go ahead and take you guys over to the balcony that she leads you to. So here's where she takes you. Um, there's no railings here. It's literally just open sky and a dizzying drop into the valley below. And she gestures to the low table where she sits at the center and she starts pouring tea with careful precision. Um, Let me get you some tea for the altitude. It'll help. And she begins
Much
pouring you each a
appreciated.
cup of tea.
Oh, is the
She looks tired.
is the height, the altitude supposed to be bad?
The altitude, it's the higher you get, the thinner the air becomes, and it can be very hard to breathe. So the tea will help rest your lungs and expand them so that you can retain more air, more oxygen.
Oh,
You must have very strong lungs if you haven't felt it. That's a good quality to have.
sometimes.
Well, I'm glad that it brought you here unharmed and with oxygen in your lungs. That's what matters most. I'm sure you all must be tired. I apologize for the journey, the trek, but I appreciate you coming, genuinely. And as she speaks, she looks genuinely tired beneath it all. Like if you look closely at her, her graceful, poised face has the beginnings of dark circles under her eyes, and she just looks like she hasn't slept well in days.
Well, what seems to be bothering you, other than the obvious?
Uh, well, fortunately and unfortunately, the obvious is what's bothering me. 2 days ago, we lost contact with our wind call outpost. It's a garrison that we have, and it guards a shrine in the southern pass. There are 20 monks there, and they're led by Brother Corvin. But and she just kind of begins to like trace a spiral pattern into the table as like she just starts thinking about everything, and you kind of get the impression that it's to calm herself down. Um, a runner returned this morning, and he found the gates open. There were no guards, no bodies, just Silence. And he fled before he investigated any further because he feared for his life. And she meets everyone's eyes as she's talking. The Voldran's dominion is moving towards through these mountains. We know it. We feel it. We've seen it. And they seek something at this point. Something old, or relics perhaps, sealed in the
Yeah.
shrines. And
That
if they've taken the outposts, then yes.
that is what they're looking for.
You know this for certain?
I mean, we found a thing.
What what did you find?
And Anna holds up her hands and sketches a rectangle in the air.
Oh yeah, who has the journal? I know we picked it up. I don't know who grabbed it specifically.
I'll, I'll say I have it and I hand it over.
She takes it from you and she opens the book and she reads through it. So they're planning to attack here. We've known for a while, we just didn't anticipate that it would be so soon.
And we encountered the refugees that should be being taken care of, and they, as good as their word are, says the Dominion is looking for draconic relics specifically.
If they're looking for the relics, then the outpost is in grave danger, especially if we haven't heard back from it. We have one relic here that I guard personally. But there is, from my understanding, another relic in the shrine. And I say from my understanding because I only know what my predecessors have told me. I haven't confirmed its location myself. I'm not supposed to. No one is supposed to open it. So, allegedly, it's at the outpost. And it's supposed to be guarded, but since we haven't heard back from them, now I'm concerned. I'm more concerned about the outpost than the monastery, to be frank with you. We can handle ourselves. I can handle the monastery, but I can't leave this unprotected. And I need to know what happened. I need to know the Dominion's strength here in the mountains. And if any of my people live, if any of the monks that were at the outposts are still surviving, they need to be brought home. And she just kind of absentmindedly tops off everyone's cups if they've drank anything. And even if you haven't, she just still pours a little bit in there anyway.
Oh yeah, Anna is like, if something is put in front of her to eat, she eats it. If something is put in front of her to drink, she drinks all of it in like one go.
You notice that, like, even as she's been talking, she's been attentive to the way that you've been eating and drinking, and she literally does not let there be an empty cup or an empty plate of, like, it's like little mochi treats, like just very delicate, like little treats. She keeps putting one on your plate every time you eat one.
I
Like,
keep
she'll just gently put one back there.
I'll,
Like, ooh, piece of candy.
yeah,
Ooh, piece of
exactly.
candy. Exactly. No, and she's just putting them there. She'll talk a little bit. She'll put another one there. Like she's trying to be attentive and like hostly, but she's also just really worried and she just wants something for her hands to do. So she's actually really happy that you're eating so much of it. I can't go to the outpost myself. I just can't abandon the monastery. Not when an attack is coming as soon as and she raises the journal. As soon as we all think it is. But you're the only ones who answered my summons. And she just kind of gives a sad little shrug.
How many
I've
other
sent letters. Huh?
How many other people did you invite? There's only 5 other cushions.
Well, here, I invited more, but I was only responded with silence. And so, here I thought it would be best for us to discuss. This has just happened circumstance, but invited? Probably closer to 20 people. But no one came, no one responded. You're the only ones here. And this letter came to you guys about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, no one showed up in 2 weeks.
I have a question for you. How did you find us exactly? My companion and I aren't exactly from here.
Well, I've heard rumors about each of you. About, well, relations to dragons of some kind. And then she kind of looks over to you. Basha, she looks over and she's like, except for you. I've just heard tales about you standing up against the Dominion. But I know you all have some relation to some kind of dragon entity, and I was hoping that expertise, that, I suppose, inclination would encourage you all to come. Because it's hard to approach the unholy and it's hard to approach the faithless, but it's somehow easier to approach those who have a direct connection they cannot deny. Yes. Anna?
I don't know about a dragon, but do you know it? Can dragons be bats?
Dragons can take many shapes and many forms. And yes, I've heard of your inquiries and your direct approach about it. And I believe I know what you're looking for. And yes, he is a dragon of a kind.
Oh.
I know not why you look for it, but I know that anyone who can be tied to the Saints of the Sky surely would have received and responded to a summons like this, and it would appear that I was right. You're here.
Thank you for the clarification.
Of course, thank you for coming anyway. I mean, I know you genuinely had no reason to. I was sending letters based off hunches. I had people who were capable, who have a connection to dragons. I mean, that's a that's a very specific list of criteria.
Does Anna ever not look confused? Just curious.
It's 95% of the time. She has to roll a 20 on a d20 to not look confused.
I love that for her. She's just no thoughts, head empty. Anna's doing her best, okay?
She is.
um, but with this in mind, have you all come here with a willingness to accept my proposal? To accept this help? To extend this help to us?
I think it's only prudent. We came all this way. Let's get rid of these guys.
Thank you so much. And she produces something from under the table. It's a map, and it's a silver token, and as well as a pouch, a very ornate looking pouch, a lot of silver detailing on it. And she hands it over to you, Morgath. And she tells you all the outpost is a half a day's journey south. You can leave at dawn. You should rest and prepare yourselves here. We'll provide you with any supplies we have that you will need for your journey. The Dominion believes that they can harness dragon magic to restore humanity's greatness. That has always been their aim, since their beginning, since their formation. But they're fools for playing with forces that will devour them, and us, if we don't stop them.
What do you mean by humanity's greatness?
She takes a very deep sigh. She says, from my understanding, they wish to awaken something ancient. I have my guesses at what this ancient might be, but that's all it is, guesses. And I worry that they will take their mantra too seriously. They believe in burning things down so that it can be rebuilt stronger. And I think that that's what they intend to do. Because anyone seeking relics the way that they are, anyone burning down villages and reconstructing them in their image the way they are, that's not an organization that has plans for anything other than destruction and rebuilding and rebirth. I mean, they're the Phoenix for a reason. She turns to Anna. Yes?
Yeah, they're trying to wake up Steve, I think, the dead dragon god guy.
Ah, she laughs a little bit at Steve. I believe I know who you're indicating. And she looks at all of you very seriously. Any traces of humor just kind of left her face. I believe that what they are trying to awaken is Arnox. And well, that depends. Vorgath, I know that you're deeply entrenched in the Draconic, but what about the rest of you? How familiar are you with the worlds Dragon God and Dragon Devil?
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, anatomically, like Phaedron would be familiar, but he has no idea about like the lore of this realm. Like the fact that people worship gods or like dragons as gods is fucking weird to him.
And then
Vastos
what
probably
about
doesn't know much.
Vashtos?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
guessing Vastos doesn't know. Well, he does speak Draconic, so I feel like he knows the general vibe, and he's also been part of a mercenary group, which usually there's they worship gods or pray to gods or whatever before and after battle. So he probably has a general vibe, but I would say not as more like just the same way that some people know like the Bible and shit like that, right? But without actually following it. So
Okay, that makes sense. So you would know for my two natives, you guys would know, especially you, that there is Dragon God of Life, like the literally the breath of life, which is Solarian, which is the temple where you are. You have heard that there is a dragon that was his brother and that is no longer in the picture. But speaking his name is taboo. So you don't know who, what, when, where, why, how. You just know that it existed and that it's bad and we don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno, basically.
Yeah, it's Steve.
We don't talk about Steve. So she would go on to tell you that she believes the force that they are trying to awaken is something called Aranox. And she would begin to tell you that this is a dragon that stood only for silence, for destruction, and that they have sealed away, or that Solarion has sealed away in the earliest times, in the times of the first rays of sun, in the time of the first winds. This is like ancient. This is like the equivalent of the Garden of Eden to us. Yes, it was a very long time ago.
Sorry, I'm trying to
And
keep my
so,
quips to the text chat so I'm not always interrupting.
With
no,
all due respect to your dragon god, I'm assuming they're still alive. And if so, why don't they intervene themselves?
Solarion sacrificed himself to fell Aranox, so he cannot
Apologies.
intervene.
He's just gonna drink his tea like, oops, my bad.
Yeah, no, the main gods have transcended this mortal realm for either you got killed or you got sacrificed, basically. So now the dragons that do remain in this realm, they're like the equivalent of like what the Catholic saints are to God in Catholicism, where it's like, yeah, you're pretty important, you're pretty holy, but also you were like a real like flesh person, and you're just kind of like God's favorite, basically. Like you did some cool shit while you were alive, and so now you're kind of you got sainthood essentially. So the dragons that are in the throne, she would explain, they are not gods. They are revered as saints, but not themselves a god. And to find a dragon is rare. They only appear when they choose to. And they purposefully keep their places of rest a secret from everyone except for their closest followers. And since I am a follower of Solarium directly, I wouldn't know. I'm not a follower of the others directly. Through proxy, yes, but not directly. So I don't know their places of rest.
Understood.
Hopefully this helps clarify some things. I know this is a lot to take on, and I know this is a lot to process, but I really appreciate you all taking the time to come here and to take on the challenge.
Well, any opportunity to slay an evil dragon or their cult is, well, shall we say, a hobby.
That is much appreciated. And
Asho
that's what
side
we all
eyes the
have.
guy who's talking about killing dragons to the people that worship dragons.
I did say evil dragon. Made that clear.
Good and evil are just good and evil are just concepts.
She's
Well,
going to choose to listen to the dragon cultist part instead of the killing dragons part. Please do not actually kill dragons, she will say, in a very graceful manner.
What about a little death?
No.
You have
We
any
respect the saints.
do you have any tools or equipment you can give us to help assist us in being successful in our journey?
Yes, of course. And I assume you mean, are you guys going to get any goodies for the road, right?
Yeah, can you anything to help us be successful that you can spare, knowing you obviously have your own,
20
battles
bags of
ahead of you.
holding, please. That'll be great. No,
I would love to trade in my chainmail for a breastplate for free.
I got you, boo. I'm helping out. Try to help.
She will tell you guys that they will go ahead and they will prepare everything for you as you guys rest up, and that you'll have supplies in the morning when you leave.
Oh. Anna claps.
Yes, of course. We wouldn't just send you out into the wilderness with nothing. We will absolutely prepare you all, and we will equip you all. I assure you.
crampons, crampons for everybody. Boo.
You get a crampon. You get a crampon. Everybody gets a crampon. Um,
How?
but with that said, do you have any other questions for me? Is there anything I can clarify, or should I leave you all to
And
rest?
in the journal, there was something about releasing seals. Do you know where these seals are?
There's a variety of seals that they could be discussing. I can tell you that all those seals are here in the mountains, which is why their presence is such a problem. On the light end, they are breaking seals to tap into the relics. On the more grave end, they are trying to break seals to reawaken Aranox, from my suspicions. Of course, these are just guesses. I need you all to help me uncover what it is precisely that they're trying to break. It's not like they were overly descriptive in their own internal journals, unfortunately.
You
What
have a
do these
map of
relics
the region you
do?
can give us?
I do not have one on file, but you do get a map of the mountains, at least to be able to navigate you to the outpost that she's talking about. I will have one
Yeah.
for you guys next session.
No, all good. As long as we have a theoretical map.
Yes, theoretically, you absolutely do have a map. She gave you guys a map. She gave you guys a coin, and she gave you guys a little pouch of potions. And yes, that is going to be a healing potion a person, so y'all can add that to your inventory. Um, and what else? What else? I mean, that's what she gave you in the moment, but the other supplies she's going to gather overnight for you so that she's going to give them to you when you guys are departing in the morning. But you guys would otherwise, like, be, I assume, staying the night here and not just gallivanting off into the mountains in the middle of the night.
Yeah, yeah, I'd like somewhere cozy and warm. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anna had a question?
Yeah. So she waits to be called on, and then when she is, she lowers her hand and looks right at this person and goes, "Are you a dragon?"
She kind of blinks a couple times, a little surprised at the question, and then she just gives you a soft smile and says, "No, I am not. I'm but a humble servant of them."
Oh. I just think it'd be really easy to go kill all those guys trying to kill the guys here if you were.
I also think it would be much easier if I were a dragon, but I, unfortunately, am not one.
Yeah, apparently they have
With
really
with
big ducks.
with a 20
Vashos doesn't really say this, but he points over at Vargoth and says, "That guy's kind of a dragon."
Yes, you are interesting. I've heard of your kind before. If you don't mind me asking, who is your mother? Or your father? Your draconic parental?
Yes. My mother is Aeleth the Argent. The Silver Mother, for those who do not know her name by now.
So you are son of the Silver Mother.
Yes.
Let me see something real quick.
I have bad news. Anna gets up.
Why is she getting up?
I'm gonna start checking the Dragonborn for wings. Just like pat, 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 pat.
Now, you two get a room.
Zephyria tries to hold back her laugh as she watches Anna pat down Vorgoth, but she says to you, if you don't mind me saying so, you don't seem particularly, how should I say, particularly reverent about our order, which is a surprise.
It's hard to be reverent when everyone who ever interacts with you sees you for who your parents were and not for who you are.
I understand you entirely. Well, I hope that this contribution that you are making to the world, to the temple, will help show the world who you really are, and not just who your parents are.
One can hope.
I have faith. Well, I won't keep you all. I trust that you all want some rest and a bit of relaxation before the night, before tomorrow morning. I'll have you all shown to your rooms.
We thank you
And
for your hospitality.
of course, I thank you for your service and, well, frankly, for showing up. It means a great deal to us, truly. And she'll kind of
As-
wave her hand over.
Sorry, one last question. As a reward, I assume your library has information on the kinds of magics dragons can do. Would that be a safe assumption?
Yes, of course. We keep a very detailed library of draconic texts.
Well, when appropriate, I would love to take a look, if allowed.
Of course, you are an honored guest. If you can get Sister Mirel to let you, of course.
I can be
She's-
persuasive.
I trust that you can be. If you still have the energy before your rest tonight, you are more than welcome to roam the grounds and do as you see fit and make yourselves comfortable. If you happen to find her in the library, you're more than welcome to poke around what you can for tonight. Or if you wish to wait until after the journey, of course you can as well. It is your decision.
Well, what time is it, give or take?
It's a little bit after sunset. So I would say it's about 7:30, almost 8.
Oh, he has time for the library before he needs to sleep. So
Yeah, he has time
we're gonna go
for
do
for
that.
for Eve. All right, so you guys have time for the library.
Uh,
Um, yes.
Anna will hold up her hand, but she's looking at Phaedron instead of her.
That's sweet girl. I love
Trajan
her.
tilts his head. Yes.
Are you a dragon? You have,
Are you
and
my
she
dragon?
gestures vaguely at her face and then at him.
Do I look like a dragon?
A little, yeah.
You can say I'm dragon touched. But no, I am not a dragon.
Hmm.
Did a dragon touch you when you were young? Is that why you don't like them?
Are they smooth? Are they bumpy?
Respectfully, I just met you. You do not have permission to touch me that way.
Oh, no, you said a dragon touched. Are dragons smooth or bumpy?
Trajan just like shakes his head and just doesn't answer the question and goes.
Hmm.
You felt me up. I'm entirely bumpy.
So a dragon would feel like you.
Thereabouts.
Okay.
You guys are such an interesting group. Um, he's gonna gesture for Taven to come over, and you only now notice that Taven was kind of waiting inside, just kind of hovering around the door, just waiting to be needed and important. And he'll come in, or come out technically. He'll bow to all of you guys, and he'll show you each to your rooms for the night.
I go to the library.
And well, yeah, but he's gonna show you guys your rooms first, just so you know where to go to sleep when you're done.
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, you're
Like-
welcome to roam anywhere afterwards.
Yay.
Um, do you guys? It's been a minute. It's been 12, 1, 2, 3. It's been 4 hours for this session. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have anything prepped for the library because I wasn't expecting y'all to go. Do we want to go ahead and call it here?
Yes, so that you
I'd
have
say
time
so.
to prepare, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good
I
place to
think
call
that's
it for
a
sure.
really good spot.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, yay! We did our first session.